our 14th year of doing high school baseball and softball play-by-play full-time on the Hometown Radio Network. One of the windier games we've ever been a part of. The wind blowing relentless, blowing straight from center field right into our face here at the quarter deck. And it would be a beautiful day if not for the cooler temperatures and the wind. So it's not quite a beautiful day for baseball temperature-wise, but we do have the sun out. And with the amount of rain that we've had over the last 2 weeks, that's really all you can ask for to get baseball games in.
When that wind stops, the sun is warm, but we're just watching a flag out in center field. It's blowing. It's whipping, because that's what we're having. It's whipping on different places. Now it's straight down. Now it's going from center to right. And it's just it's a cool day for spring.
Yeah, fly balls, pop-ups are certainly, there are going to be some stories, I think, told with those here in tonight's game. Danville and Boyle County crosstown rivalry. They meet for the 55th time since 1999 in tonight's game. About as tight as the rivalry series can get. Danville in the first 54 since 99 have won 28 of them. Boyle County has won 26 in the 54 they played head-to-head. Danville, the home team tonight. They'll meet tomorrow night at Boyle County High School, but the Admirals are at home tonight, and they'll line up like this. Defensively, left to right, in the outfield is Dylan Kruver, KJ Dismukes, and Nathan Doyle. Third base is Noah Cross. Shortstop is Hayden Foster. Second base is Levi Doyle. First base is Dyron Moody. At catcher is Wyatt Gale. And behind home plate is Wyatt Gale, I should say. On the pitcher's mound is the senior Fox Spears. Fox, who just signed at Hanover College earlier this week, will play collegiate baseball at Hanover. 21 1/3 innings pitched, 16 hits, 12 runs, only 6 of those earned, a 1.97 ERA. 22 strikeouts and 21 1/3. He'll work against Boyle County's 9, who, Rick, you can give us that very quickly as they get set up.
Leading off, number 3, shortstop Kyler Claunch. Batting second, number 2, Austin Bodner, DH. Number 23, batting third, Ethan Milburn, second base. Batting cleanup, number 6, Logan Perry in right field. Batting fifth, number 38, Carson Rowe doing the catching.
Fox Spears stands on top of the mound, and we'll let Rick finish up as Fox looks at Wyatt Gale, kicks the leg, delivers a fastball that's looped towards right center field, down, and will bounce a couple of times in front of Nathan Doyle, who cuts it off of the right center field gap. So one pitch, and Boyle County's leading hitter, Kyler Claunch, stands on first base. Leadoff single. Here's Austin Bodner. Finish up, Rick.
All right, batting sixth, number 15, Blaine Kenny, first base. Batting seventh, number 12, pitching, Caden Patterson. Batting eighth, number 24, center fielder Colin Wise. Batting ninth, number 33, left fielder Cole Jernigan. And number 5, Roman Smith, playing third, but not hitting at this time.
Runner at first base, nobody out. Top half of the first. Here's Austin Bodner. By the way, first pitch time, 6:01, 55 degrees, but it feels like 51 as the wind blows in from that American flag in dead center, blows in towards us behind home plate, and then swirls towards left field and right field as well. Throw over to first base, and back in time is Kyler Claunch. Boyle County on the year has stolen 31 of the 35 stolen base attempts. Claunch is 9 for 9 swiping bags. Kind of leaning a little bit, but Spears throws over, and Moody applies the tag. Claunch is back in time. Here's Austin Bodner, the DH. He wears number 2 for the Rebels. Bodner at 231, 2 home runs. He's driven in 12, leads Boyle County in RBIs. Boyle County at 6-7, Danville at 13-2. Bodner shows bunt, pulls it back. Fastball is over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike.
Way outside the corner.
Claunch, Bodner, and Milburn, 1, 2, and 3 due up for Boyle County. The weather forecast is supposed to be a little bit more promising for tomorrow, which is good because, well, I'm sure we'll be outside of Boyle County tomorrow as well, back behind home plate. The warmer games, the better when we're outside. Throw to first base, back in time is Claunch as dirt kicks up, and that first base side is Dyron Moody. First baseman has those baby blue pants Danville wears pulled up over top of his knees. They almost look like football pants on Dyron, big first baseman for the Admirals.
Noah Cross, third baseman for Danville's in about 3 steps on the grass. Anticipating maybe going to try to move him over.
The 0-1, there goes Claunch.
Hit it.
Fastball is inside, and Bodner was trying to show bunt, but it hit him right in his back. So a single by Kyler Claunch, a hit batter on Austin Bodner. Boyle County has 2 on and nobody out here in the top half of the first. I mean, we are geared up in our winter attire.
I'm glad I didn't just bring my windbreaker. Man, I'd been freezing.
Yeah, I was talking with James the gardener earlier today on the air, and I'd mentioned, we were calling a game, and Rick is wearing short sleeves, and I said, I hope Rick understands it's going to be like 50 degrees at game time.
Yeah.
And the wind just completely dies down, and now it feels great. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's Ethan Milburn. He'll now square around and show bunt. Scoots way up in the box. Moody will charge
Way
from first
in at
base.
first.
Breaking ball is a called strike over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike.
Boy, Moody's just even with the pitcher at first base.
Danville wearing brand new uniforms. They've got navy blue trimmed in the light kind of baby blue. The cursive D across the front of those hats and navy blue, and the baby blue bill V-neck jerseys with Danville in cursive across the chest.
Squaring
in
up.
baby blue. Milburn squares up again, shows bunt. Bunts it foul. It's 0-2. Boyle County in their road grays. Gray uniforms and block Boyle and black font across the chest, outlined in gold. Black numbers in the front and back with black trim. Boyle County at 6-7, though they have played some tight games this year. They're a hit or two away in multiple games from maybe having something like a 9-4 record. We'll talk about that as we go throughout this broadcast. No balls and 2 strikes. On second base is Clonch. On first is Bodner. As Spears looks out at second, looks plateward, and will turn around and fake a throw back to second base and chase Kyler Clonch back. It is a busy, busy night here at the athletic complex where the baseball, football field sits here on Danville side of town. You got, I think, a middle school tennis match, I was told, going on, a middle school softball match, a middle school soccer game going on back behind us. At the football field, the 0-2 fastball is just outside.
Oh, man.
1-2. You may have heard a Danville fan there chant that a boy. It's a good spot from Spears, but just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spears has struck out 22 batters. He's walked just 7 in his 21 1/3 innings pitched. He comes set from the stretch, 2 on, nobody out. Top half of the first. The 1-2 to Ethan Milburn. Breaking ball chopped towards the right-hand side. Coming in is Levi Doyle. He has 1 play to first base. Moody makes the catch on the back end of the play. Moving up to third base is Kyler Clonch. Bodner moves to second. It is a 4-3 fielder's choice for out number 1. And 2 in scoring position now with 1 gone for Logan Perry.
Oh, yeah. Come on down here, Mike. Yes. Oh, no. Come over here, Mike.
Mike Marcy with the Advocate Messenger was sitting up here in the quarter deck, and he says he can't see. He might also be cold with that wind bearing down on him. So he picks up his lawn chair. Will move back below us.
Moody, first baseman, a couple steps on the grass at first, and so is the third baseman, a couple steps at third.
The left-handed hitting Logan Perry will stand in. First pitch fastball, called strike over the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Good spot for that pitch.
Perry starting in right field tonight.
Boy, he's got
the
that
Admirals.
first base line open.
Sorry, for the Rebels. 182 on the year for Logan. No home runs. He's driven in 3. Runners at second and third. 1 out, top of the first. The 0-1 to Logan Perry is low.
Good
Scoots
stop.
away from Gale, but not far enough to cause any damage. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, they don't think they can pull it. Even the right fielder's pulled over, too. Way off the line. Right.
That's Nathan Doyle. About a half a football field off the right field line, it looks like. Dismukes in center. He's straight up. In left field is Dylan Kruver, playing more towards the line than Doyle is. The breaking ball off the outside corner, called strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Perry didn't like that call, shaking his head.
Clonch led off this game with a single on the first pitch of the game. Austin Bodner was hit by a pitch. Ethan Milburn grounded out. Clonch is at third. Bodner's at second. And the 1-2 to Perry from Fox Spears is on its way. Fastball is high. As Gale comes up from his crouch and makes the catch. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They tried to get him go after that pitch up. He wouldn't bite.
Boyle County head coach Adam Blair in the third base coach's box. His longtime assistant Adam Schartzer is in the first base coach's box. Former Mercer County head baseball coach. Man's first base for Boyle. The 2-2 is grounded foul. Bounced up off the turf hitter circle and caught Logan Perry on his left leg. He'll walk that one off. Count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes.
At least it wouldn't hit that hard. It's going to sting out there. You get hit.
I would imagine you'll see some outfielders as well picking up grass and throwing that up in the air and testing out wind conditions. It is, Rick, as you mentioned, it's swirling. It's all over the place.
Now it's blowing towards left.
2 balls and 2 strikes, and Perry will step out and call time. This was supposed to be our 5th high school baseball broadcast of the year. We got rained out or colded out the first 4 games that we had down in our broadcast schedule. So the middle of April gives us our first game in our 14th year doing play-by-play. 2-2 is just a tad high, maybe a smidgen outside as well. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye by Logan Perry.
Didn't offer at it.
Count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. At third is Skylar Claunch. At second base is Austin Bodner. 2 on, 1 out. The 3-2 from Spears. The Danville senior, as he flexes his glove, is on its way. Fastball chopped high off the plate. It's going to score a run. Spears fields it off the mound, goes to first in time for out number 2. A high chopper, a Baltimore chopper, what they call that, off of the plate, which Spears fields back behind the mound. It does score Kyler Claunch for an RBI ground out, and Boyle leads it 1-0 on a 1-3 fielder's choice.
Boyle just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco, NescoResource.com.
Austin Bodner moves to third base in the meantime. 2 gone, and here's Carson Rowe. Rebel team lost a ton to graduation last year. They lost 10 seniors from that team last year. First pitch to Carson Rowe. Fastball chopped towards third. High hopper that bounces foul.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, if Noah Cross didn't touch that one, they may have bounced back fair.
Yeah.
Hit off the lip of the grass down the third baseline where the dirt kind of juts into the grass. Bounced right off that, but Cross had touched it already in foul territory and killed it. No balls and 1 strike. A Claunch single, a Bodner hit by pitch, an Ethan Milburn ground out, a Logan Perry ground out has planted the first run in this rivalry series between Danville and Boyle County. No balls and 1 strike to Carson Rowe, one of the returning starters from last year. The 0-1, fastball way high, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now the wind's blowing towards right. That flag is just going every which way.
One ball and 1 strike as Spears comes set from the stretch. He eyes Bodner at third. The 1-1 breaking ball is just a tad inside. It's 2-1.
It is right decent out here when that wind quits blowing.
Yeah, the wind is the problem. There's no other problems besides that. Keep the wind down. You're feeling okay.
Field's in great shape. Looks good.
Hey, I was walking on it earlier, before the game began, getting starting lineups. They did a really good job getting this field, obviously, with all the rain that we've had recently. 2-1, check swing. He went around. It's 2-2. Rowe couldn't hold off on the fastball. Multiple games in action, it looks like, tonight in the area. Garrett County starts off their district play against Lincoln County. They lead 1-0 in that game early on. They're playing that one at Lincoln County. Danville softball leads 2-0 over Washington County early. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rowe. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It may have been foul tipped, but either way, Gale held on to it, and Fox Spears gets the strikeout. So a leadoff single does plate Kyler Claunch on the ground out by Logan Perry. We have played 1/2 of 1 inning of baseball between Danville and Boyle County. Rebels 1, Danville is coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
Put your tummy in your tank at Papa's Quick Stop number 17, where convenience meets quality. Nestled on North Stewart's Lane, the former Bluegrass Truck Stop's now under new ownership and management, offering a fresh take for truck drivers and travelers. From juicy and crispy broaster chicken to delicious mouth-watering Hunt's Brothers Pizza. Available 24/7. Simply call 859-209-2400 for a speedy pickup. Premium quality diesels available for 1 truck or a fleet of trucks. Let Papa's Quick Stop be your perfect travel companion. Papa's Quick Stop number 17 in Danville, North Stewart's Lane looks forward to serving you.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, terms and conditions apply.
Boyle County 1, Danville 0. As we head to the bottom half of the first, Kyler Claunch scores on a Logan Perry ground out, and Caden Patterson has one run to work with as he works in this bottom half of the first. On the mound for Boyle County, defensively, Rebels line up like this. Cole Jarnigan is in left. Colin Wise in center. Logan Perry is in right field. Roman Smith plays third, not hitting today. He is being DH for by Austin Bodner, but Smith does man the hot corner. At shortstop is Kyler Klotz. The Keystone is manned by Ethan Milburn. Blaine Kinney's at first base behind home plate. Carson Rowe on the mound is the for sure ace of this Boyle County pitching staff. That's Caden Patterson, a 1.20 ERA. The sophomore has thrown, and this being his 7th game, his 5th start, 23 1/3, 17 hits, 9 runs. Only 4 of those are earned. He is a strikeout pitcher, 29 Ks in 23 1/3, a 3-1 record. He has thrown 375 pitches on the season. Pitch number 376 will come to KJ Dismukes to begin this bottom half of the first. Dismukes, Foster, and Spears. 1, 2, and 3 for the Admirals. Boyle County 1, Danville nothing. And the starting center fielder, KJ Dismukes, who swings a solid black bat, will take a fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Danville's got to feel pretty good just allowing just 1 run. They had runners at first and second, nobody out. They only got 1 run in.
1 ball and no strikes. Patterson kicks, delivers 1-0. Kind of a sidearm delivery from Patterson, who wings one way outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. That has been something, getting hits with runners in scoring position, that has plagued Boyle County so far through the first 13 games of the year. And Coach Adam Blair talked about that this morning. 2-0 bunt shown. Dismukes pulls it back. He takes a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I don't think he was intending to lay that down. He was trying to make sure he threw a strike.
Patterson did just that. Caden Patterson wears number 12 as he kicks and delivers. The 2-1 fastball is just high and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Patterson, new to the Boyle County team, played at Taylor County last year. Taylor County Cardinal. That's a really good Taylor County team. They beat Boyle County earlier this year 3-0 in the Class 2A sectional round. 3-1.
Yep.
Inside corner, called strike. It's 3-2. I can't tell if that's a fastball or a breaking ball. It looks like it's got a ton of movement to be a fastball, but looks like a little too fast to be a breaking ball.
Look at his back foot.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball low and outside, ball 4. It gets by a row. Dismukes will toss the bat aside. It's a leadoff walk for KJ Dismukes. He stands at first base, and here's Hayden Foster.
Dismukes' back foot was on that line at least.
Creeping back near that back line. This is a really heavy lefty lineup Danville has. I heard Boyle County's coaches before the game talking about, where do you think they're going to hit the ball? They said, they got so many lefties, but the wind blowing all over the place. You got Hayden Foster, who's a lefty, Fox Spears, who's a lefty, and Wyatt Gale in the hole, so to say, who's a lefty as well. So this is the first of 3 straight for Danville. Big swing and a miss by Hayden Foster. No balls and 1 strike.
Boy, he's got that right field line wide open, too. Right fielder is way over towards center.
1-0 Boyle leads. Bottom half of the first. Kyler Klotz scored on a Logan Perry RBI ground out. Runner at first base is Dismukes. The 0-1 is a fastball over the outside corner. It's no balls and 2 strikes. 2 teams play tonight at Danville, tomorrow night at Boyle County. This is the start of 45th District play for all the 45th District teams besides Danville Christian Academy, who's not playing district play this year. The 0-2 is grounded foul.
Dismuke acted like he was going to go and stopped.
Foster turned on that one, rolled that one foul to the first baseline.
Got a guy hustling down there for Danville to grab that ball. Grabbed it. Now get back, young man.
No balls and 2 strikes to the Danville shortstop, Hayden Foster. Patterson from the stretch. Dismukes with a short lead. He'll fake like he'll go. Breaking ball low and inside. Good stop by Rowe behind the dish. It's 1-2.
Kept that in front.
Pitch number 11 on its way from Caden Patterson. Fox Spears threw 19 of them in the top half of the first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patterson delivers 1-2. Inside 2-2.
Nice backhand stop there. Pitch count's not working, the clock out there.
Umpires called time. There's a ball over there right near Fox Spears. He'll toss it over to the home plate umpire. They have the pitch counter next to the scoreboard.
Yeah, to the left.
In left center field, which is typically working and is not right now.
Nope.
Boyle County also has a pitch counter on their scoreboard at Rebel Field. We'll be able to read that one tomorrow, assuming theirs is working. Time called. Foster's going to step out. Back-to-back-to-back games for us on the Hometown Radio Network. We've got Danville Boyle today and tomorrow. We're at Lady Rebel Field, the softball field there right next to the baseball field on Boyle County's campus. 2-2 to Foster, grounded foul again over near Danville's side. It'll be Boyle County, Garrett County softball on Thursday night. So we've got back-to-back-to-back district games. Essentially 2 baseball and 1 softball this week.
Fox Spears threw the ball. Umpire hadn't want no part of it. He said, throw it to the catcher.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Dismukes off of first. 2-2 popped up. I have no idea where it is. Left-hand
back
side.
over here.
Third baseman
Out of
Roman
play.
Smith gives chase and watches that
Oh.
one bounce out of play.
Yeah, I lost it too. I thought it was up that way, but it was over to the left.
I was about to duck underneath the table here. Had to get injured in the first broadcast of the year, 15 pitches into the bottom half of the first.
That's all right. You've gotten under the table before. That's all right. You're familiar with it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 1-0. Boyle County leads bottom of the first, and Patterson steps off, and we'll look back in now to Carson Rowe. The Boyle County senior catcher, Patterson, swinging a miss from Foster. Looked like an off-speed pitch, and Foster was out in front of it. It's out number 1, strikeout number 1 for Caden Patterson. And that'll bring up Danville's leading hitter, Fox Spears, at .491. He's one of the leading hitters in the state last year in terms of average. He's right up there near it again. .491, 2 home runs, 22 driven in for Fox Spears. Bats left, throws right. Does Spears as he bobs in that left-handed box. Dismukes off of first. Patterson will deliver. First pitch is just outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Dismukes acted like he was going. He went a few steps and turned around and came back.
Talked with C.J. Lynn last week about Fox. He talked about just how not only obviously a great baseball player, but a great young man that Fox Spears is. The 1-0 to Spears, swing and a miss. Hefty hack, and Patterson zipped the fastball by him.
He wanted that inside pitch because, again, the right fielder, they don't think he can pull the ball. Obviously, they're way off the line.
1 ball and 1 strike. He mentioned Fox is one of those guys. He said there's a lot of guys who are protective over the position they play. You know, they're at whatever position. There goes Dismukes, 1-1, swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is in time, and they got him. Dismukes is thrown out at second base, and Carson Rowe threw a dart, a missile down to second, and Ethan Milburn covering the bag, applied the tag. It looked like Dismukes was trying to slide to the right-hand side, and Milburn got the tag down. Dismukes is caught stealing, and quickly 2 are gone now, and the bases are wiped clean, and 1-2 count now on Fox Spears.
Dismukes had a pretty good jump, too. That was a good throw considering this wind he had to navigate, too.
It's only the 5th caught stealing Danville's had this year. 1-2, chopped right-hand side, bounces on the wrong side of the first baseline and foul for Fox Spears. And down there near the corner. And once again, a Danville player will sprint down and pick that ball up down the warning track on the first baseline. Number 28, Drew Harrison Alcorn, the sophomore.
Getting to work out. Second ball, he's retrieved.
The 1-2 on its way to Spears. Fastball, a little extra giddy up behind that one from Caden Patterson. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He misses low and outside. But going back to Fox, he had mentioned Fox does not care where he plays. He said as long as he's in the lineup, he'll play left field, right field, DH. He just wants to play baseball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Spears. Fastball popped up left-hand side and over near the soccer fields back behind us. Count stays 2-2 on Fox Spears. Someone's blowing a vuvuzela over there. Did you hear that, Rick?
A what?
A vuvuzela. Oh,
What's
they've
a
got them
vuvu?
down there, yeah, in the Danville student section. I see them. Those big plastic horns.
Well, I thought it was a big plastic horn. What is this vuvuzela stuff?
2 balls and 2 strikes to Fox Spears. Fastball, check swing. Did Spears go around?
No, I don't think so.
He did not. 3-2.
They wanted to check the first base umpire. He never gave an indication.
Well, it was on the wrong side to be able to call it because Fox Spears is a lefty, but he's got to be back behind the first base bag to be able to call plays at first. So there's really no appeal there. Home plate umpire has the call. He says he did not go around. And now full count 3-2 to Spears on its way. Fastball foul tipped to the mitt and caught by Rowe behind home plate for out number 3. So Patterson gets the K of Foster and Spears. And KJ Dismukes wiped clean on the base pass. We played one inning of baseball. It's Boyle County 1, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear national account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Boyle County 1, Danville nothing as we head to the top half of the second. Boyle County 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Danville zeros across their scoreboard. 0 runs, 0 hits, and no errors. Fox Spears finishes up his warm-up tosses, and he'll get Kinney, Patterson, and Wise. That is 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Rebel 9 here in the top half of the second. And with a 1-0 lead, Blaine Kinney will step in.
Sounds like an attorney. Kenny, Patterson, and Wise, attorney outfit.
Yeah, give him a call. Kenny, Patterson, and Wise. It's Jacob Kenny, goes by Blaine, senior who wears number 15, a 182 hitter. He bats in the 6-hole tonight for the Rebels, and Fox Spears turns, kicks, and delivers. Fastball is high and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Blaine Kinney. Boyle County at 6 and 7, led by head coach Adam Blair. Arms folded in the third base coach's box to our left. The 1-0 on its way. Breaking ball inside.
Almost hit him. Well, that was close.
And he turns away from it and dodges the baseball. It's 2-0. Coach Blair, 183 wins, 128 losses all time between his seasons at Washington County and Boyle County. 2 balls and no strikes to Kinney. Fastball called strike. It's 2-1. You do the math, 183 wins makes him 17 away from 200 wins on his career. Again, not all of those at Boyle County. Was the head coach at his alma mater, Washington County High School, for a time before he came to Boyle County High School. Rebels have 21 games left, including tonight, 2-1. Fastball is inside, 3-1. Assuming no rainouts, 21 games left in the schedule, which means if Boyle County goes 17-4 in the regular season to end their last 21 games, he would reach that number 200 win mark in the regular season. 3 balls and 1 strike to Kinney. Fastball high and inside, ball 4. First walk of the game for Fox Spears, another leadoff base runner for Boyle County. Had one in the last inning that paid off with a Kyler Clark scoring on a Logan Perry ground out, and now Caden Patterson will bat, runner on first base and nobody out.
Whenever the pitchers struggle a little bit with the being so cold, trying to grip that ball.
And typically when this baseball season begins, you see a lot on the major league level as well.
Square it around.
And Patterson's going to square around and show bunt, pulls
he
it
doesn't.
back. Now he swings away. Runner goes. Throw down from Gale is in
Got him
time,
again.
and he's
Oh.
no. Well, the throw was in time, but the tag wasn't there, apparently. It's a good throw by Wyatt Gale. Hayden Foster laid the tag down, but it's a CC Auto Parts stolen base for Blaine Kinney as he slides in safely out of the tag of Hayden Foster.
That stolen base run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Blaine Kinney at CC Auto Parts and Service.
Stolen base number 32 in the year for Boyle County. He couldn't have thrown it much better than Wyatt Gale
I
did.
thought he had him. Good
Almost
throw.
a replica of the play that had KJ Dismukes ruled out at second base last half inning. No balls and 1 strike to Caden Patterson. Now he does square around, shows bunt, and bunts it foul on Danville's side. No balls and 2 strikes.
That girl was walking by, and it hit right where she was walking, hit the backstop.
The inopportune time to get up and walk right by as the foul ball comes barreling your way. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base. Nobody out, top of the second. Boyle County 1, Danville nothing. Been a hot start to the year for Danville. They're 13-2 through the first 15 games. Rebels kind of labored through a couple of games early on in this season, though 6-7, probably not indicative of how well they played. Right down the middle, called strike 3. It is a backward K for Caden Patterson on the scorecard as Fox Spears just split the plate in 2 with a breaking ball. 1-out batter is Colin Wise. Boyle County started off 3-0 this year. It's the 4th straight year the Rebels have started off 3-0. That included the first 2 games of the year when they scored 25 runs the first 2 games of the year. Outscored Southwestern and Marion County 25-3 the first 2 games. Spears fakes a throw back to second base and chases Kenny back. The 25 runs they scored the first 2 games of the year, the most runs the Rebels have scored in the first 2 games of a season since 2017. When Kyle Wynn was the head coach, they scored 27 runs the first 2 games of that 2017 season. First pitch to Colin Wise, big hack, and he came up empty. It's 0-1. That 2017 Rebel team was one that made the Elite 8 of the Sweet 16 tournament. Won back-to-back region championships, 2017 and 2018 Boyle baseball did. No balls and 1 strike from the stretch. Comes Spears, the 0-1 fastball right in there, 0-2. You know, we were lucky, very fortunate in this area, our broadcast area, where you had Boyle baseball win it in 2017 and 2018. You had Danville win it in 21 and 22. And that doesn't count, obviously, the Boyle softball that we've seen make the state tournament. Mercer softball that won the region championship last year, 0-2, was low and outside 1-2. There have been some really, really good baseball and softball teams in this area the last, decade plus. This is our 14th year when you include Mercer baseball making back-to-back-to-back state tournaments, winning region championships under head coach Jeremy Shope there at Mercer County in 2011, 12, and 13. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Spears looks in, the 1-2 fastball is cranked towards left center field, fairly deep, but Dismukes is over in the shadow of the scoreboard. Makes the catch, and Kenny cannot advance to third base. Good strong throw. It now gets by Doyle.
It's in
and
the dugout.
Lands in the Boyle County dugout.
It goes to third.
And so now Kenny's going to get third base. It was a strong throw from Dismukes coming into third, but it took a funny hop in the dirt, and Noah Cross couldn't make the play. Actually reached up with his bare hand to try to catch the ball. It took such a funny bounce on him coming in the throw from center field. So that'll go down as an error on KJ Dismukes on the throw, but it was a strong one that moves Kenny over to third base. 2 gone, and here's Cole Jarnigan. And again, the story of the Boyle County season so far. Runners in scoring position in 2 outs. And we'll see if Jarnigan, the freshman who actually leads Boyle County in doubles this year, he's got 3 of them, can deliver a big 2-out hit and score the runner from third base. First pitch to Jarnigan, fastball, hammered foul. Over top of the Danville fan section. It's a fan from, where's that fan from? Kerrigan Drive?
Okay.
Kerrigan Drive's chasing that baseball down.
He's got a CD on his hat.
That's how we know he's from Kerrigan Drive.
Yeah.
2 fans actually racing after the ball.
They pushed the Kerrigan Drive person right out of the way.
0-1, check swing. A little bit too
around.
inside, and Jarnigan couldn't hold up his swing. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, that poor Kerrigan Drive fan went down in a heap.
Yep.
Those 2 Danville fans race over that baseball and actually went out of, they have the new fence now that goes around the baseball complex, and that ball actually went out beyond the baseball fence. No balls and 2 strikes to Cole Jarnigan, runner at third base. The 0-2 fastball, called strike 3 over the outside corner. A leadoff walk does nothing for Boyle County. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We play 1.5. It's Boyle County 1, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Purchase a new 25 Chevy Equinox LT for as low as $25,998. Stock M25269. Several in stock to choose from. Must have qualified trades. Bob Allen Chevrolet, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. We are Danville's deal maker.
So you want to be a recycling hero in Danville with curbside pickup, or impress the fine folks at Boyle County Recycling Center? Pay attention, because it's a little more than just breathing air and tossing your stuff in the bin. Only plastics marked with numbers 1 and 2 make the cut. Got it? Great. And don't just toss in goo-covered spaghetti jars or soda cans. Rinse those bad boys. Gotta be squeaky clean, shiny happy, bone dry. Bonus tip, this also applies to your metal cans, whether they're steel, tin, or aluminum. Seriously, don't mix in that oil-stained tin foil hat. Got a hoarding problem with cardboard, catalogs, and magazines that rival a library? Set them free to reincarnate. Cereal boxes, office paper, they're all up for this new spiritual paper journey. And listen up, confetti enthusiasts, bag that shredded paper. Sorry, folks. Glass is not welcome to the recyclables party, but hey, give yourself a high five for recycling right.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Wyatt Gale, Dylan Kruger, Levi Doyle, 6, 7, and 8 for the Admirals. 2 up in the first pitch. I'm sorry, 4, 5, and 6 2 up for the Admirals in the first pitch. To Wyatt Gale is chopped foul on the first baseline. It's no balls and 1 strike. Gale, Moody, and Cross. You get Gale, a lefty, Moody, a righty, Cross, a righty as well. We mentioned in Danville's lineup, 2, 3, and 4, all left-handed hitters, 3 of the best hitters in the lineup. 0-1 is inside as Gale turns away from it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
That wouldn't feel good, this temperature.
Wyatt Gale, 422, 2 home runs, 20 driven in. Got 2 Admirals up over the 20 RBI mark this year. That's Gale and Spears, the 1-1. Fastball cranked towards right field and deep. Giving chase is Perry. It is over his head off the wall. Gale rounds first base, and he's held to a long single. Perry played it really well off the base of the wall, but Wyatt Gale has a leadoff single to begin the bottom half of the first. And here's Dyron Moody as the Vuvuzelas are blowing, Rick.
And we got a runner. Looks like number 13 for Danville.
It's Tyler Clarkston who will run for the Admirals. You know what I say, Rick?
What do you say, Joe?
If you're scoring at home, write Tyler Clarkson's name underneath Wyatt Gale's. He is a courtesy runner. Wyatt will be able to re-enter, and Tyler will run for Wyatt if the coach wants him to every time Wyatt reaches base for the rest of this game.
And you know what I say?
What do you say, Rick?
If you're keeping score, why?
Here's Dyron Moody. Big first baseman will take a fastball over the outside corner. It's 0-1 to Dyron Moody. Mentioned Dyron's got his pants, Rick, pulled up so high they look like football
up
pants.
to his kneecaps, or right above his kneecap.
0-1 to the big first baseman on its way. Moody will
nice pitch
take over the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Cloud about to cover the sun up, and this is one of those times that we wish the sun was out and the wind was down.
That's right.
Get the clouds out of here. The 0-2 to Moody. Fastball high and outside. It's 1-2.
Try to get him go fishing. 0-2.
No games final yet in the Major League Baseball circuit. Actually, no games have even started yet. Usually we have 1 or 2 maybe afternoon games. Over to first base, and Clarkson is back in time. But no games have started yet. Rick, your Cleveland Guardians.
Got Baltimore.
Taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
Oreos.
One ball and 2 strikes to Moody. Fastball outside corner, called strike 3. Moody's down on strikes, and we mentioned Patterson is a strikeout pitcher. He's already K'd 3 Admirals so far in this one. 1 gone in the bottom half of the second. Here's Noah Cross.
Moody just looked back at the umpire, didn't like that call.
You know, this Danville team just went 13-23 last year, and their offense has hit so much better the first 15 games of this season. You know, the ERA has been cut nearly in half as well. Their defense is playing better, but their offense has played so much better than they did last year.
Squared around already.
Cross will square around and show bunt, and he'll call time and step out. When you look at last year's team, Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale, Hayden Foster, those 3 last year hit a combined .451. The rest of the team hit a combined .215. So it was 3 guys in last year's lineup, and everybody else, you just kind of held your breath and hoped they reached. They're hitting a lot more consistently this year. 5 different players are at 348 or higher over to first base, and Clarkson with a belly flop back at the first base back.
You know, the players are yelling, and they shouldn't be doing that to get they're yelling back. You let the coaches do that. You know, it's just natural reaction to, but you can confuse them. You square it around again.
Cross squares around, pulls it back. Fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Noah Cross. Mentioned the Guardians at the Orioles. The Braves are in Toronto, taking on the Blue Jays.
Toronto.
Spencer Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves. Kevin Gossman for the Blue Jays. The 1-0 to Cross.
Yes, nice pitch there.
That one's right in there. You hear an emphatic Radio Ricks chant yes on that strike call. It's 1-1. Meanwhile, your Cincinnati Reds. Who's Cincinnati Reds? Your Cincinnati Reds hosting the Seattle Mariners. Long road trip for the Mariners coming to Cincinnati. A little interleague play. 1-1. Outside 2-1. The Battle of Ken Griffey Jr. Winner gets to claim Griffey as their own. Mariners and Reds both 8-8 on the year. Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds tonight.
Squared around with Ippo back.
2-1 to Cross. Popped up right-hand side. Foul territory. That one will reach the seats. It's a fan from Dogwood Drive chases that baseball down. It's 2-2.
I was looking over at the first base dugout for Danville. Coach Pittman, he can't see. If it wasn't for that booster seat, he wouldn't be able to see over that.
2-2. Just outside.
Ooh, just a little. Good pitch.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Cross. We'll see if Clarkson's going here. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, they got the horns going.
Full count, 1 out, bottom half of the second. Rebels 1, Danville nothing. Boyle County got a run in the top of the first and an RBI ground out by Logan Perry. The 3-2 on its way. Clarkson does not go, and it's chopped weakly foul on the right side down the first baseline, and squirms away from Rowe, but he kills it in foul territory. Count will stay 3-2. And Danville's got Andrew Lazier as an assistant coach. He's in the first base coach's box. One of the all-time greats to play here at Danville. Played at East Tennessee State University. They got Duran Elmore, another really good baseball player, played at Morehead State. I was a senior when Duran was a freshman at Danville. And you mentioned Coach Terry Pittman, longtime assistant coach, still helping out with Danville head coach C.J. Lynn, his second year for the Admirals. 3-2 right in there, called strike 3. Yep. It is the 4th strikeout for Caden Patterson, who's collecting Ks so far in this one. 2 gone. Here's Dylan Kruger.
Second one in a row are called.
Had 2 swinging strikes in the first, had a pair of them there, and now 2 more called third strikes by the umpire here in the bottom half of the second. Here's 8th grader Dylan Kruger. Dylan, the nephew of former Danville baseball coach Paul Morris. Clarkson off of first base, first pitch to Kruger. Fastball, tails high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Dylan started last year as a 7th grader. And you look at his numbers this year as an 8th grader, 278, no home runs, 8 driven in. 1 ball and no strikes. Patterson from the stretch will kick the leg, deliver the 1-0. Fastball is in there, 1-1. And I was talking with C.J. Lynn Monday in the morning show. I talked with Coach Lynn Mondays, talked with Coach Blair on Tuesday mornings. And I was talking with Coach Lynn last week, and I said, I feel like Dylan Kruger is going to be one of those guys where he's a senior. We're going to say it feels like he's been here forever. The 1-1 on its way.
Whoa.
Fastball is outside as Patterson loses his hat. It's 2-1.
Tried to put a little extra on that pitch.
And that tends to happen whenever you're a 7th grader playing varsity. Last year, you look up, 5-6 years have gone by, and you're still playing high school baseball. Very talented young 8th grader Dylan Kruger. Clarkson on first base, 2 gone, bottom half of the second. It's 1-0 Boyle County. The 1-1 to Kruger. Fastball chopped right-hand side will bloop foul and bounce off the fence down the right field line, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 on its way. Mentioned Boyle County head coach Adam Blair, 183 career wins. C.J. Lynn, haven't talked much about him yet in his career. Of course, did a phenomenal job at Garrett County for multiple years. Had Garrett County 1 out away from a state tournament berth back in 2015. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swing and a miss. Actually, was a breaking ball, I believe, and Kruger was out in front of it. And Patterson strikes out the side. He's K'd 5 through 2. We played 2. It's Boyle County 1, Danville nothing. On the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Hey folks, Willie Baker at Baker Auctions. We have an incredible spring lineup of auctions coming your way. First off, 505 East 3rd Street, Perryville. That's a 3-bedroom brick home with basement on a corner lot. The Ann Carolyn Prince Estate, the household contents, and also the 3-bedroom, 2-bath brick home located at 616 West Lexington Avenue in Danville. And we have the Larry Berger Estate. He has a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home there in Parksville, and also 3.5 acres with an old fixer-upper home located on Purdom Cemetery Road near Forkland. And don't forget about our May 10th consignment sale coming up at Baker Auction Center. Check out these auctions and more at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker, 855-858-SOLD. That's 855-858-7653.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
There's something special about eating at a local restaurant. When you're greeted at the door or you sit down at your regular seat, it's easy to tell the difference from a big chain restaurant. Cattleman's Roadhouse is proud to be locally owned, and we are committed to serving up the best hand-cut steaks, providing an all-you-can-eat salad bar, and cooking up delicious meals right here in your community. Whether you're spending time with family or just craving a great steak, we are here because the best places in life are local.
1, 2, and 3 due up for Boyle County here in the top half of the third. Kyler Claunch, Austin Bodner, Ethan Milburn. First pitch to Kyler Claunch is high and inside for ball 1. Claunch singled back in the first pitch of the game. He scored a run later on, was moved over on a hit by pitch by Bodner, moved to third, and the Milburn ground out and scored in the Perry ground out. The 1-0 breaking ball is hit towards right center, same exact spot. He deposited his hit back in the first, does it again here in the third as Kyler Claunch has a 2-for-2 line so far. In this one, he's on first base, nobody out. In the top half of the third, here's Austin Bodner. Kyler Claunch is ranked as one of the top prospects in his class by Prep Baseball Report. He's just a sophomore. You can see why he's ranked that high. 375 hitter coming into this game. That'll go upward after a 2-for-2 start here.
Neither one of those hits were cheap. They were lined.
The 2 hardest hit balls of the game belong both to Kyler Claunch. See if the wheels are turning here for the Rebels. 9 for 9 swiping bags this year as Kyler Claunch. He leads the Rebels in stolen bases. First pitch to Bodner is a cold strike over the inside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. It's interesting tracking the stolen base numbers for Boyle County this year. They lost a game to South Laurel earlier this year, or I guess not earlier this year. It was on Saturday, their last game out. We'll talk about that here in just a second. No balls and 1 strike to Austin Bodner. Claunch on first base. A little bit of a flinch towards second, but he's chased back to first and a throw by Spears. First extra inning game of the year happened Saturday when the Rebels lost to South Laurel 6-4. They stole 5 bases in that game, Boyle County did, tied for the most stolen bases they've had in a game this year. So they're running a little bit more frequently than what we've seen Boyle County teams in the past run. Danville's always been so aggressive on the base pass. Rebels have been not necessarily as aggressive as their crosstown rival has been over the last couple of seasons, but they have speed this year, and I think trying to manufacture more runs, too, knowing they lost 10 seniors from graduation last year. 0-1 is high to Bodner, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hit first time up in the first inning.
Over to first base back in time. He wore 1 right in the back of his jersey. Austin Bodner wears number 2. He's a left-handed hitter. This is not a particularly strong home run hitting Boyle County team. They have 5 of them on the year. 4 of them on the year. Bodner has half of those himself. He has 2 of the 4. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's low and outside, 2-1. Spears had thrown 35 pitches through his first 2 innings on the mound. I kind of assumed we'd see Spears and Patterson for this game tonight. I was talking with Coach Blair this morning and mentioned that. He didn't really show his hand. He didn't tip his hand, per se. 2 balls and 1 strike. There goes Klein. No, sorry, he stopped. Went about a quarter of the way down, then stopped, put on the brakes, and the 2-1 is over the outside corner. It's 2-2. Will County lost to South Laurel on Saturday 6-4. Danville added a late game Saturday versus Mercer County. Had we known about that one earlier, that would have been a good game to do, Danville and Mercer County. But they added that one on Friday afternoon after Danville's game versus Woodford County got rained out. Throw over to first base. Klotch is back in time again. Moody fakes a throw back to the pitcher, and now does throw it back over to him. Danville beat Mercer County 7-3 on Saturday. C.J. Lynn said, Danville hadn't played in 5 days or so, and Mercer County hadn't either, so they both kind of agreed, hey, let's play each other, and they played at Titan Field there on Saturday. Danville beat them 7-3, their first win over Mercer County for Danville in 3 years since they beat them in the 12th Region Tournament back in 2022. 2-2 is low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. They'll play Mercer County again, by the way, at home here, May the 6th. We'll have that game that evening, assuming the weather holds off, and we hope it's a lot more warmer on May the 6th when we call that game.
Let's see if they have him running.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Klonch off of first base. He does go. 3-2 is inside, ball 4. So Klonch is on second base. Bodner has reached base twice now and hasn't even really had to swing the bat. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Walks here in the third, 2 on and nobody out. Rebels have something brewing here. Here's Ethan Milburn.
Just like in the first inning. First and second, nobody out.
Logan Perry's on deck. Milburn, the right-handed swinging second baseman, grounded out to second and his lone at bat back in the first. Sure, Coach Blair would take that same thing here. We'll see if sacrifice bunt is on. It is indeed. Squares around, shows bunt. Pitch does not threaten the zone. It's 1 ball and no strikes. And Wyatt Gale is going to call time and jog out and have a word with Fox Spears.
I like when they open that door in the press box. I feel a big sweet of a heat coming out of there. Just a big swing of whoosh. It almost makes you feel good.
You've decided you're going to stand up behind me and use me as a wind block.
Well, no, at times I get a little wind block from the press box, but other times it's just coming straight at me, just like right now.
See, I can't do that.
The flag is straight in towards the home plate.
I can't stand up because I've got my notes taped down in front of me. I'm taking one for the team here. 1-0, Milburn shows bunt, pulls it back. That one's low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Tonight is the 55th all-time matchup between Danville and Boyle County since 1999. That's the right-herd scoreboard era, according to KHSA.org. Again, that's just from 1999 to tonight being the 55th matchup all-time. It is as tight, basically, as it can be. The 2-0 is outside, ball 3, and Spears can't find the strike zone right now. Danville, 28 wins. Boyle, 26 wins in those 54 head-to-head games. So literally, it's a 1-game pace off from being dead even at 27 apiece.
He's got to take care.
Full count, 3-0. Milburn, as Rick said, more likely not swinging. He is not. That one's right down the middle. It's 3-1. Of those previous 54 head-to-head games, it is Boyle County who's outscored Danville in those games, 323 to 267. You don't have to count them up. I did the math for you. Hitters count 3-1, 2 on, nobody out, 3-1, fastball, called strike. Milburn thought he had ball 4, and Will
got ready to flip that back.
Change his mind quickly about flipping that bat to the side.
Yep.
Full count, 3-2. Top of the third, it's Boyle 1, Danville nothing. On the Thompson Service Center scoreboard, RBI grounded by Logan Perry back at the first, play to the only run. 3-2, grounded, weakly right-hand side. Charging is Doyle. He'll field, bobble the baseball, and has nowhere to go. As Rick said, that was right off the end of the bat. I don't know if Doyle even had a play at first base anyway. Bases are loaded and nobody out, and here's Logan Perry. Klotch to third, Bodner to second, Milburn to first. Be interesting to see how that one's ruled.
I ruled a hit.
C.J. Lynn is out of the dugout and will head towards first base, towards the pitcher's mound to talk with Fox Spears. I think it's a hit as well.
Yeah, I give him a hit on that.
Milburn was way out in front of it, hit it off the end of the bat.
Very end of it.
Nubbed it off the end of the bat towards the right side, and Doyle charging a funny backspin to it. Couldn't grab the ball cleanly, and C.J. Lynn talks with Fox Spears, and bases are loaded, nobody out for Logan Perry. Single, walk, and a single. Boyle County 6-7, and Coach Blair had mentioned that part of the reason why their record is what it is, besides obviously the hitting, and here's another big spot, right? Bases loaded, nobody outs. Can they get a big hit here? But they faced a lot of teams' number one starters. And when you go against teams' number one starters, you're going to have low-scoring games, and you got to get those big hits. And here's another big-time situation for Logan Perry. He cashed in earlier. First pitch to Logan is low. Good stop by Wyatt Gale. It's 1 ball and no strikes. First 3 games of the year, Boyle County scored 30 runs total. They've scored 39 runs in their next 10 games after that. So they're averaging just 3.9 runs a game their last 10 games they played. 1 ball and no strikes. Perry chops that one right-hand side. Moody in between hop, has to field and go to first base himself. Will turn around and make sure that Austin Bodner doesn't threaten home, but Logan Perry does it again. RBI ground out. Rebels will take that all day long. They score another one as Perry drives in his second run of the game. Klotz scores from third base. It's 2-0 Boyle County.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Bodner to third, Milburn to second. It's an unassisted ground out to Dyron Moody, who takes to the bag himself. Perry's driven in 2. It's 2-0 Boyle County, and here's Carson Rowe. Danville's infield is in. They will go home in a ground ball. First pitch, called strike. It's 0-1.
Again, this is what, like you said, Boyle's bugaboo has been runners in scoring position like this and trying to get that key hit.
Yeah, Boyle County's 3-6 this year in games decided by 3 runs or less. So see if Rowe can find a gap here and chase a couple of runs home. He'll square around, show bunt, and he offered and couldn't get it down. And it's no balls and 2 strikes.
That was not a suicide squeeze because the runner was not coming in. Bodner from third.
Yeah, it's a good thing he wasn't, because he would have been dead to rights with Rowe not even making contact on it. No balls and 2 strikes. Moody, Doyle, Foster, and Cross across the Danville infield are in the cut of the grass. At third base is Bodner. At second base is Milburn. 2-0 Rebels. The no-ball, 2-strike pitch to Carson Rowe is high and outside. It's 1-2. Boyle County teams also played a brutal schedule. Top 10 team in Taylor County. They lost to them. They beat a Russell County team that's receiving votes right now. They lost to a Scott County team that's 10-3 on the year. A South Laurel team that's 10-2, but has not lost to a Kentucky team this year. That ball hit towards right field. Right in line with it is Doyle. He makes the catch. Tagging from third base is Bodner. Doyle's throw is not going to be really even threaten Bodner at home. Sacrifice fly by Carson Rowe. And Boyle County driving him in. A little ABC baseball. Get him loaded. RBI ground out. Sacrifice fly. It's 3-0 Rebels.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Ethan Milburn moves to third base for Carson Rowe. It is RBI number 7. And with 2 outs, there's Blaine Kinney, who walked back in the second. That's for the second time in as many innings. First pitch to Kinney. Fastball hammered left field, down for a base hit. Scoring from third base is Ethan Milburn, an RBI single for Blaine Kinney. It is 4-0 Boyle County. RBI number 4 for Blaine, and Caden Patterson trying to keep the good times a-rolling for the Rebels.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Leadoff base runners coming back to bite Danville. Boyle County's got leadoff runners on every single inning so far, the first 3. In this one, the biggest dent in the scoreboard so far. First pitch to Caden Patterson. It's a called strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike off of first base, Blaine Kinney. 4-0 Boyle County. They scored 1 in the top of the first, 3 more here in the top of the third. The 1 ball, no strike pitch. Spears throws over, back in time is Kinney. Mentioned 54 head-to-head matchups between Danville and Boyle County. Out of those, 15 of them have come in the 45th District Championship game alone, where Danville has really flexed their muscles in the District Championship. They're 12-3 versus Boyle County in 45th District games since '99.
Oh, right on his
1-0
fist.
is fouled off. It's 1-1. A jam shot on Caden Patterson. 2 teams have never met in the last 26 years, at least, in the 12th region tournament. That would have to be in the region championship game if they were indeed ever to meet there, because of the way the region tournament's drawn up. Winners on one side, district winners, district runners-up would be on the other side of the bracket. 1-2, throw to first base. Kenny is back in time again. 3 of the previous 54 games have gone into extra innings. Boyle County is 2-1 versus Danville in extra inning games. 5 of the previous 54 have been 10-run rule wins. Boyle County is 4-1 in those games versus Danville. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Patterson.
Ooh.
Just outside, it's 2-2.
Good spot for that pitch.
So if you do the math, if a game is an extra inning game or a run roll game, Boyle County is 6-2 versus Danville in those games. In just straight up 7-inning games, Danville is 26-20 in those versus Boyle. 2-2. Check swing did not go. Throw down to second base is a little bit late. Good scoop at second by Levi Doyle, but a CC Auto Parts stolen base by Blaine Kinney. His second one of the game. Boyle County's second one of the game. For Kinney, it is stolen base number 4. And for Boyle County, stolen base number 33 to now 33 for 37. Stealing bases on the year.
The stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service Louisville Road. Get your car running like Blaine at CC Auto Parts and Service.
Runner at second base, 2 ball, 2 strike count to Caden Patterson. High and inside, ball 3. Patterson turns around, shakes his head no. Didn't like what he saw. Umpire didn't either. Full count, 3-2. Longest win streak between these two teams is the 7 straight. Danville won over Boyle County. Started more than 20 years ago, April of 2004 through May of 2007. 3-2 is fouled off back behind us, off the front wood side of the quarter deck that we sit on. It's still a 3-2 count. There have been so many changes here at Admiral Field over the last 5 years or so. Of course, remember at Rick, we would always sit back below where we are now.
Underneath, yeah, right in front
before
of the concession
deck,
stand.
before this deck was even here. Full count, 3-2. Spears 3-2 is hammered left center field. That one's down to the gap and rolls towards the fence on 3 hops. That'll plate Kenny from second base. And Caden Patterson switches places with him. It is an RBI double. It's 5-0 Boyle County. Caden Patterson with his team leading 4th double. He's driven in 8 now. The Rebels have put a 4 spot up in the top of the 3rd.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Courtesy runner out there at second base for Boyle County. That is number 8 for the Rebels, Caleb Branham, the 5'10" junior. Hey, what baseball is a hot sport at Boyle County. We know, obviously, football is with what the Rebel football team has done, but this is a loaded roster. Boyle County side. That one low and outside. Gale stops it, throws down to third base low, and it scoots by the third baseman Noah Cross, and Branham didn't recognize it early enough and now heads back to third base. But he gets a CC Auto Parts stolen base heading towards third. So the courtesy runner, Caleb Branham, checks in for Caden Patterson, immediately moves to third base. On the stolen base, he stands 90 feet away. It's a 1 ball, no strike count to Colin Wise.
That's stolen base run by CC Auto Parts and Service Louisville Road. Get your car running like Branham at CC Auto Parts and Service.
Second stolen base of the inning, 3rd one of the game for the Rebels. 1 ball and no strikes to Colin Wise. 1-0 swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Big cut.
Well, we talked about the hitting troubles at some points for the Rebels. No trouble so far tonight.
Nope.
And they have made those runners on base count, especially here in the top of the 3rd. 4 runs on 4 hits in the top of the 3rd alone. Spears, 1-1. Breaking ball, blooped right-hand side, out of play. Near the Danville bullpen, it's 1-2. Had nice pregame festivities earlier tonight before first pitch, where Danville inducted D'Angelo Durham into their all-century team. Big D wore number 28 here at Danville. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wise. Fastball, chop left-hand side. Nice scoop by Cross at third. Double pumps, throws to first in time, and they got Wise by a step for out number 3. Put a star next to that one for Noah Cross, who just kind of waved at it with his left hand and caught it in his glove on 2 hops through to first base for out number 3. But the Rebels make dividends, and they make it pay big time with 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 left on. We played 2.5. It's all Boyle County, 5-0 over Danville on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
For the Admirals, Levi Doyle, Nathan Doyle, KJ Dismukes. Caden Patterson, the happiest man in the vicinity right now, has a 5-0 lead. Just drove in one with an RBI double in his last at-bat and starts off Levi Doyle with the first pitch fastball. 0-1. Doyle grounds that one on an 0-1 count to second base where it's gobbled up by Milburn. Over to first, easy 4-3. Ground out stops a streak of 3 straight that Patterson had set down via the strikeout, but 4 up and 4 down in a row now for Patterson, and the one-out batter is Nathan Doyle. Nathan Doyle, a junior. This Admiral team, you got Fox Spears, a senior, but in terms of extensive playing time, he's the only senior on this roster. First pitch to Doyle in there, called strike. It's 0-1. Behind him, Gale's a junior, Dismukes a junior, Foster a junior, Moody a junior, Nathan Doyle a junior, Levi Doyle a sophomore, Mitch and Kruger, the 8th grader. It's a lot of youth in this team. 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, County, meanwhile, Austin Bodner, Carson Rowe, Colin Wise, Jacob Blaine Kinney, all seniors. The 1-1. Off into the bat, fouled off. It's 1-2.
Austin Bodner, one of the better football players, too, for Boyle County.
Yeah, he's going
very good athlete.
Going to Thomas More to play college football. Him and I believe Maury Brown both going there. They'll be collegiate teammates from high school to college. Just Thomas More, right?
I don't know.
1-2, called strike 3. Inside corner with a breaking ball. It's strikeout number 5. I'm sorry, strikeout number 6 for Caden Patterson. 2 up and 2 down for the Admirals. In the bottom of the third, here's KJ Dismukes. Dismukes walked in, was pilfered off the base paths, trying to steal second base later on in that bottom half of the first.
Coach Pittman promised us that the wind was going to die down, but it hasn't yet.
First pitch to Dismukes.
Yep.
Check swing, a little bit high. It's ball 1.
Wow. I kind of thought that caught the plate. I've seen one inside before that he called a strike.
1 ball and no strikes.
Yep.
Outside corner called strike 1-1. Looks like the softball game is winding down.
Yep, they're all shaking hands.
The teams are shaking hands at Danny Gadberry Field.
Danny was here. He was here.
Well, that would look good. 2-1. Wind has died down just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm blowing as hard, so maybe Pitt's got that one down. Yeah, Danny was here earlier. Clint Followell takes care of the fields now, and he's got the baseball field looking phenomenal here tonight. 2-1 is low.
Nope.
Check swing. He did not go around. It's 3-1. Dismukes. 3-1 count here in the bottom half of the third. 5-0 Boyle County. Hayden Foster waits on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike to KJ Dismukes. Grounds that one towards first base. A little bit of a funny hop off the lip of the grass, but it bounces right into the brown mitt of Blaine Kinney, who takes it to first base himself for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing. We are through 3. It's all Rebels. 5-0 over the Admirals on Z105.
Curamed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. CuraMed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on CuraMed. We're so confident CuraMed will offer the results you deserve. We guarantee it or your money back.
CuraMed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save 25% off on both CuraMed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
So your clothes dryer won't start, and your refrigerator is making that funny noise again. Before you call for service, make sure you don't have a blown fuse or tripped circuit breaker, and make sure your appliance is plugged in. If those home remedies don't work, call a repairman. It's best to leave major appliance repairs to professionals who are trained to work with the high voltages that your appliances require. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Boyle County 5, Danville nothing. Top half of the fourth here from Admiral Field, where Danville and Boyle County do battle in game number 1 of the back-to-backs. They started this, I believe, I was looking back and I didn't write it down. I think it was 2018 was the first year that the 45th District did back-to-back games, and I love it. It makes you, have to use different starters and different pitchers. You can't save your number 1 for both of the matchups in the same against the same team. You play 2 weeks apart or something like that. So you go back-to-back and see who's got the better pitching and better depth. First pitch from Fox Spears is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Cole Jarnigan, Kyler Klotch, Austin Bodner. It's 9-1-2 for the Rebels. Feeling good right now. 5-0 on a chatter on the Boyle County side. The 1-0. Low and outside. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I like this back-to-back, too. I think it's good for the fans. It's good for the players. The rivalry is just right there, intense back-to-back instead of being, strewn out to who knows when.
2 balls and no strikes. Fox Spears pops it up. Foul territory, back over there right where I parked my car. And I hope it avoids my car at all cost. Don't see anybody pointing and laughing at me right now, so we'll assume that it did avoid my car. It's 2-1. Yeah, back when, obviously, mid-2000s, we had the Danville-Boyle County rivalry. They played weeks apart. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outside corner called strike 2-2. Danville had Rich Witten, has his jersey retired here. And Boyle County had Patrick Cooper, who played in the Detroit Tigers system for quite some time. And so you knew when Danville and Boyle played, it was Rich Witten versus Patrick Cooper because they would play 2 weeks apart. Both times they played. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from Fox Spears. Jarnigan down on strikes for the second time tonight. Out number 1 here in the top half of the fourth. Good start for Fox Spears, and that flips the lineup. Here's Kyler Klotch. Klotch has been the thorn in Danville's side tonight. 2 for 2, a couple of singles, 2 runs scored. You look at doing what a leadoff hitter should do, but Kyler Klotch's picture right next to that. Getting on base and getting home.
If I had a mirror, I could stand backwards.
First pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. It's the only way to keep the wind out of your face is to do a 180 spin and turn your back to the field of play. There's that wind we all know and love. One ball and no strikes. Spears kicks, delivers. 1-0. That one's in there. 1-1.
Boy, something smells good.
Thank you.
No, not you.
Well,
it's food.
1-1 the count to Kyler Klotch. Boyle County sophomore, 1-1. Grounded towards short. Foster charges on a couple of hops. He has to hurry, and he does just in time as Klotch is thrown it at first base. Foster had to wait on that in-between hop, and as he, I don't want to say took his time, but as he waited for that hop with Klotch getting it down the line, he almost beat that one out. It goes down as a 6-3 ground out for the second out. And here's Austin Bodner.
I thought that foot maybe hit that bag for the throw.
No real complaints from Boyle County's side. Two-out batter Austin Bodner, who's reached base twice, a hit by pitch and a walk. First pitch to Austin. Low, 1 ball and no strikes.
What if they weren't up 5-0? If that had been a 1-0 game, if that would have been a little more of a, are you sure?
1 ball and no strikes. Fox Spears will turn and deliver the 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Didn't hear anything from the natives for Boyle County side, so.
Two balls and no strikes. 5-0 Rebels, top of the 4th. Fox Spears trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. Be the first time tonight he does, if he can indeed, and he hits the strike zone. That fastball, it's 2-1. Rick got a good Major League Baseball trivia question of the day for you coming up.
Oh, boy.
In the bottom half of the 5th. So I
Thought
hope
that
you've
book blew away.
sharpened your mind. The 2-1
Ooh,
breaking
nice
ball.
pitch.
Good one from Fox Spears, 2-2. See the controversy, Rick, about the Braves announcer yesterday?
Yes, I heard about it. Yep.
Braves reporter. Have to send
Not
you,
a very smart move.
have to send you out and do what he did. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, that one's awfully close. A little bit of a flinch from the home plate umpire, but doesn't give way. It's 3-2, and a fastball that misses low and outside.
Yeah.
See what Bodner's at-bat does here. We'll talk about that story with the Braves reporter, Wiley Ballard, here in just a second after this 3-2 count to Austin Bodner on its way. Payoff pitch, 3-2. Fastball is low, ball 4. Bodner hit by pitch, a couple of walks. He's put in a day's work without swinging the bat. Reaches first base for the 3rd time tonight. Here's Ethan Milburn. I was watching the Braves and Blue Jays yesterday. They're in Toronto, the Braves are, and was kind of just halfway watching, had the game on, was paying attention but doing other things at the same time. And I saw the Braves reporter, Wiley Ballard. He was talking to a couple of blonde-headed girls that were in this kind of like fan bar area there in the Rogers Center where the Blue Jays play. And he's got a cell phone out. Over to first base back in time is Austin Bodner. And it looked like, again, I'm not really paying attention. It looked like he was getting this girl's number while he's doing a live report. The camera's on him. He has his earpiece in. He's talking to the microphone while he's doing his report. Swing and a miss from Milburn. No balls and 1 strike. And he pulls his phone up and he says, I got her number, guys. I'm like, well, that seems kind of weird. Again, I'm not fully paying attention, but, you know, just watching and listening to baseball my entire life, that seems a little unprofessional.
Yeah.
You're a TV reporter here getting a girl's number during the middle of your live stand-up in, like, the top of the 5th inning. The 0-1 breaking ball called strike. Snap throw back to first base, and back in time is Austin Bodner, but it's 0-2 to Milburn. Come to find out, the Braves announcers, Brandon Godden and C.J. Nitkowski, who does the color commentary, was a relief pitcher for the Braves, put him up to it, said, you got 4 more innings to get her number. And so he said, you know what, we'll do it right now, and asked for a number live on television, and he got it live on TV.
Could have done that, signaled them during a break.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Throw to first base. Back in time is Austin Bodner. So there was a lot of conversation earlier today around social media centering on what's appropriate and not appropriate for a live television, or in our case, radio reporter, to do during the middle of a game that you're calling. 1 ball and 2 strikes on its way. Fastball hammered left field. That's going to split the gap. And as Rick says, no one's there. Just Mukes over to cut that one off shy of the warning track. Rounding third base, Bodner blitzes towards home. The relay from Foster's late. It's an RBI double for Ethan Milburn. It's 6-0 Rebels. A single, a double on Milburn's scorecard tonight. Bodner scored 2 runs. Rebels continue to roll in this one, 6-0.
Boyle just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
RBI number 6 for Ethan Milburn, who will jog over there towards Adam Blair, put his sliding mitt on his right hand, and Logan Perry is going to call time and will jog down. And Ethan Milburn's bat that he laid down after he hit that double was actually kind of lost in the shadows. I didn't even see it. It's a dark-colored bat, and with the sun setting, and you got the shadows of the players and the trees in the field, I didn't even see that one laying down the first base line. So Logan Perry picks it up, and he digs in with a runner on second base and 2 outs and a 6-0 Rebel lead. First pitch to Logan. Called strike, 0-1. Looking down to my left, I see Logan's dad and grandpa. Back below us to our left, Logan's youngest brother is on my son's baseball team. They're teammates. No balls and 1 strike to Logan. Ethan Milburn on second base just had an RBI double. Perry ropes that one foul down the left field line. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Logan's uncle is Blake Perry. Blake, of course, was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks out of high school, played a couple of years at Boyle County, graduated from high school in Florida, though, went down to play baseball in Florida, and then was drafted by the Diamondbacks. And Blake, for 1 year, was the head coach of West Jessamine, works with Prep Baseball Report now. The 0-2 on its way to Logan Perry. That one low, 1-2.
Good stop. Kept that in front of him by Wyatt Gale.
And Logan's grandpa, who I mentioned I see down here, was my Little League coach. It was Glenn Perry and Scott Bottoms, the head coach of the Little League Parks and Rec Yankees. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan Perry. Fastball chopped right-hand side over is Doyle in between Hoppa, gets by him, squirts into right field. And here comes the runner from third. It's Milburn who scores easily. Logan Perry is causing damage with ground balls today. That one just a funny hop on Levi Doyle, got right by him into right field. That scores Milburn from second base. It's all Boyle County now, 7-0 Rebels.
You give him a hit or an error on that?
Give him a hit.
Boyle County just scored. You score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
For Logan Perry, the difference between a hit and an RBI, or a hit and an error, is the difference between an RBI or not. And so we'll give Logan Perry the RBI single. He's driven in 3 runs today for Boyle County. It's 7-0. Here's Carson Rowe with Perry on first base. Rowe will square around. Show bunt, pulls it back. Snap throw. Perry's back in time. It's 1 ball and no strikes. When we talk about the back-to-back games, I think the greatest example of how awesome the back-to-back games are happened in this series in 2023. 1 ball and no strikes to Rowe. Perry off of first, 1-0. Hammered towards left center field. That one's down for a base hit. Dismukes is over in the gap. Perry will get the stop sign from Coach Adam Blair. Rowe ropes a single. Perry to second base, 2 on and 2 outs for Blaine Kinney. But in 2003, Rick, if you remember, we did a game here in 2003, April the 18th of 2023. Sorry, I'm saying 2003. 2023. And Carson Rowe is going to be pulled off the base paths. We have a courtesy runner for Carson Rowe.
Number 1.
Number 1 for Boyle County is Owen Wheeler. Good basketball player, started for the Rebels basketball team, and now Owen Wheeler will run for Carson Rowe. Now, 2023 series, April the 18th, 2023, Boyle County 20, Danville nothing that day. Wow. It was the first time Danville had given up 20 runs in a game in more than 20 years.
Wow.
1 day later, Danville won, Boyle County nothing. Sam Matherly struck out 14. And 1 day after Danville lost 20-0, they beat Boyle County 1-0. That one popped up. Left-hand side, Taylor on a play, and a fan from Perryville, Kentucky will chase that baseball down. No balls and 1 strike. But it's just remarkable to think that you could go from losing a game 20-0 to 24 hours later winning a game 1-0. First time in 20 years, Danville giving up 20 runs in a game. It was the first time in that 2023 season that Boyle County had been blanked, and nearly the first time in a calendar year they've been shut out. And it happened 1 day after they scored 20 on Danville. 0-1 is low and outside, 1-1. I, however, was not at that game that night, Rick. April the 19th of 2023, I was dealing with some other things. You called that game for me.
That's why it was such a big win.
Big swing.
Yeah.
And the world was turned upside down.
Yeah.
My house had caught on
Wrong
fire.
guy was doing the play-by-play.
1-1 is high, 2-1. But no, Sam Matherly struck out 14 1 day after they lost 20-0. They won 1-0. Isn't that something?
Yeah. What a turn.
Josh Lockery was the head coach of the Admirals back then. That was his 1 year as the Admiral head coach. C.J. Lynn took over in 2024 last year, and C.J. in his 2nd year coaching his alma mater. The 2-1 on its way Inside corner called strike to Blaine Kinney. It's 2-2. Kinney's reached base twice. He's walked. He's driven in a run with an RBI single, stolen a base, scored a run. This Boyle County team, it's hitting just .232 coming into the game. It did not look like a .232 hitting team.
Nope.
But again, you go back to what Coach Blair said. They've faced a lot of teams' #1 starters throughout the year. 2-2, grounded left-hand side. Coach Blair watches that one bounce right by him. Count stays 2-2. In a Scott County game, they got walked off in the bottom half of the 7th. The South Laurel game went to 9 innings. And Blair is actually complimentary of how his Rebels played. He said in the extra innings, South Laurel had a runner at third base in that game. Nobody out, and they escaped. The Rebels did to continue playing with a freshman on the mound. The 2-2 to Kinney. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Barry Garound will start.
Yeah, there's nobody throwing in Danville's bullpen, so if C.J. Lynn makes, if and when he does make a change, you would think it's probably with someone that's on the field right now.
Runners will be off.
7-0. Rebels lead it. Spears is nearing 90 pitches. Three and 2. Caden Patterson on deck. Rebel fans making noise to our left. On second base is Perry. On first base is Wheeler, 3-2, and Spears will fake a throw back to second base. 7 runs given up by Spears. 6 of those are earned, so Danville's scorecard did charge an error to Levi Doyle on that Perry grounder. Full count, 3-2. Runners go. That one is hacked foul. Over top of Danville's student section. Count stays 3 balls and 2 strikes. Since they started playing, I do have it in my notes, in 2018 they started. I think that's when they started playing the back-to-back games in 2018. The 6th year they've done it this way. Remember, there was no 2020 season because of COVID. The team that wins the first game is just 2-3 in the second game. The 3-2 inside corner called strike 3. So Spears gets the strikeout. He does K2 in the top half of the 4th, but 2 more score. An RBI double by Ethan Milburn, RBI single by Logan Perry. 4.5 down, Rebels up 7. It's 7-0 Boyle after 4.5 on Z105.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Have you heard about Farmers National Bank's Teller on Demand service? I gave it a try and I loved it. I simply touched the screen, talked with bank specialists live on screen, and they made it quick and easy. And the service even offers extended hours, 8 to 6 weekdays and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Teller on Demand is a quick and easy way to make withdrawals, deposits, or ask a question. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Seven 7-0 Boyle County, bottom half of the 4th. Hayden Foster, Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale due up for the Admirals. Caden Patterson rocking and rolling. 6 straight he's set down. Only 2 Admirals have reached. None of them have made it past second base. So walk and a single for the Admirals in their scorecard. An off-speed pitch, and Foster way out in front of it. It's no balls and 1 strike. Foster, Spears, and Gale. Foster 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 1st. one of the 6 Caden Patterson strikeout victims. Inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, was it Jerry Farmer's getting my haircut last week, and Sam Tiller walked in. Sam is the pitching coach for Boyle County. And we were talking about this Boyle County-Danville game that we were going to see, obviously, at that point next week, but now tonight, 1-1 is called strike 1 and 2. And as Sam was walking out, I said, Sam, we'll see you next week. He said, hopefully you don't see much of me, because if you see me, he said, that means we're probably not pitching real well. 1-2, grounded first base side foul past Coach Lazier on Danville's side. Right now, no need for anybody to really say much to Caden Patterson. He is rolling. He's doing most of the work himself on the mound and gets a talking to as he heads towards the dugout from Adam Blair and Sam Tiller. They continue to encourage him. He shakes his head yes and fires a 1-2 fastball. Foster way out in front of that one was sitting fastball and trying to time it up and fouls that one off. Count stays 1-2. They'll play at Boyle County tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. It's a strikeout cancer game tomorrow night, as they'll honor a young Woodlawn student, Addie Jane, who's battling a rare form of brain cancer. 1-2 is fouled off. And that'll be Tim Holland with me on the color commentary tomorrow night.
It's the only reason I'm going to be AWOL. That means I'm just absent without leave.
Actually, you see Tim's dad and brother over there, standing up on the backside of the Danville side, watching this game. Sun glaring in their eyes. The sun sets here at Admiral Field in left field. So if you sit on the first base side, got the sun right in your eyes. That's Danville's side. 1-2 is high and outside, 2-2.
Trying to get a breaking ball to come back and hit the outside corner. Missed.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Patterson delivers 2-2 inside and high as Foster does a limbo with that baseball. 3-2. And we'll try to get guys on base any way they can. They need base runners at all costs. 7-0 Rebels lead. 1 in the first, 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth. And ball hammered by Foster. Tailing right field side, fair, as it rolls down there near the corner, bounces off the fence. Foster rounds first base. He has himself a leadoff sliding feet first double. Second hit of the game for the Admiral stops a streak of 7 straight set down by Caden Patterson. Foster's on second base. Here's Fox Spears. Foster, 391 hitter. Spears, 491 hitter. He struck out back in the first. And we'd like to make up for how things have gone for him in the mound so far. The Hanover College commit, Fox Spears. First pitch to him. Fastball, bloop, left hand side. That one is down for a base hit in front of Jarnigan, rounding third base and getting the stop sign is Hayden Foster. As Jarnigan played that one well, Danville has something brewing here. Runners in the corners, nobody out. Here's Wyatt Gale. A Foster a double, a Spears single. And Gale, who singled back in the second. He's 1 for 1. He'll stand in. Looks down at head coach C.J. Land, who gives him the sign. This Danville team, 13-2, and an interesting schedule they have left when you look at who they play non-district and non-region games. They'll play at Paris on April 26th. That's a team that they haven't played in 23 years. Last played them in the 2002 season. They'll play a Fleming County team as well later on this year. They played just once in the last 25 years. So they're matching up against teams you don't see very often make their way against 12th region opponents. First pitch to Gale, breaking ball, called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, something interesting, Joe, that they used to, pitching coaches used to relay the signs into the catcher, but the catcher, Rowe has got a little earpiece that he's whispering.
0-1 is just outside, 1-1. I know that on the high school level, they legalized, or whatever word you want to say, that pitch comm system a couple of years ago.
He holds that clipboard right in front of his mouth so nobody from the other team could read his lips.
1 ball and 1 strike. That one is low and outside, 2-1. So you're saying Sam Tiller is whispering?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got, and the catcher Rowe's got an earpiece in.
You're right. Exactly, yeah.
Because watch, see, he's covered up so they. Yep. And it used to be they, do numbers with their fingers, and now that makes it even harder to pick up signs.
2 balls and 1 strike to Wyatt Gale. Runs in the corners, nobody out. That one fouled off by Gale, 2-2. Yeah, Tiller holds the clipboard over his head, and in his right hand he has, I guess that's the microphone. And he just whispers it into the microphone.
Like a walkie-talkie type of deal.
And you can see the earpiece in Rowe's right ear.
Yep.
And so then Rowe will lay down the fingers for Caden Patterson on the mound, and that's how, there's really no way you can, at least one side can read lips when you're covering your lips up.
Clipboard's right in front of his face.
Hard to steal signs that way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spears off of first base. Foster off of third. The 2-2. There goes Spears. Breaking ball is nowhere near. Throw down is cut off by Patterson, and Fox Spears has swiped second base with a CC Auto Parts stolen base, the first one for Danville tonight.
That stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Fox Spears at CC Auto Parts and Service.
Full count 3-2, by far the biggest threat of the night so far for Danville, trailing 7-0, but runners at second and third, nobody out. The 3-2 to Wyatt Gale. Fastball fouled off over there on the soccer field, and boy, that almost hit someone right in the head. You got about a collection of a dozen to 15 kids or so having a backyard football game on the soccer field to our
Nobody
left.
saw it.
They have their backs turned to the field, and you can't really yell to them and tell them look out because they're so far away. And that one just about clipped a young man in the head. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Gale again. High, ball 4.
I'd say they're going to get a mound visit right here.
Bases are full of Admirals, and third base is Foster. Second base is Spears. Gale is on first. And as Rick predicted, Sam Tiller, the Boyle County pitching coach, calls time and walks out to the mound. He'll talk with Caden Patterson, and the infield will join him for that conversation. Patterson was just rolling through Admirals. And in the first, he struck out a pair, got a caught stealing of KJ Dismukes. He struck out the side in the second. He struck out 1 in the third, but Hayden Foster roped a double to right field. Fox Spears a single to left, and Wyatt Gale has now walked. Gale has pulled off the base pass for the courtesy runner, Tyler Clarkson. So the base is loaded and nobody out. Dyron Moody will swing for Danville. Caden Patterson will have to dance around danger here. Not often you see a student section be as loud as Danville's is at a baseball game.
Yeah, they're all standing up right over there in the corner.
And they have like a legitimate student section. We haven't seen that much at really any baseball game that we've called a student section at one, but Danville's got them out here for this Boyle County Danville game. Here's Dyron Moody, number 00. Danville's big first baseman. Struck out looking back in the second. 3 straight base runners have reached for the Admirals. First pitch is low from Caden Patterson, ball 1. (7-0) Rebels, bottom half of the fourth. A 1-ball, no strike pitch to Moody. As Patterson turns, kicks the 1-0. Called strike.
Caught the corner.
Caught the corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sun beginning to set in left field. A game that started at 6:01, an hour and 34 minutes ago. Moody chops that one towards short. Could be 2. Funny hop, and it eats up Klotch at short, and everybody's safe. Well, it hit the lip of the grass. You could see the high hop bounced off the lip, and Klotch was coming up with the baseball and couldn't field it cleanly. A run scores on the error by Kyler Klotch. Scoring is Foster from third, Spears to third, Gale to second. Moody reaches. Bases remain loaded. Still nobody out. It's 7-1.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Here's Noah Cross. Low and outside, 1-0.
Patterson tried to put a little extra on that pitch.
Of all the players, probably on Danville's lineup, too, no offense to Moody, but he's the one you'd want to hit a ground ball, right?
Yeah,
like a guy that's going to take longer to get on the first baseline. And it just took a funny hop on Klotch, and you couldn't field it cleanly. 1-0, fouled off over top of the press box. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Good hack by Cross. Very young Boyle County team that graduated 10 seniors last year. Most of those got extensive playing time for Boyle County. Rebels season ended last year to Pulaski County in the region tournament.
Yep, good pitch.
1-1 is over the inside corner. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's been so long since we've called a baseball game. Going back and looking at some of the names on Boyle County's team last year. I'd forgotten about some of them, quite frankly. Of course, Cameron Owens being one, who's in UK right now playing baseball. One of the better players in the state of Kentucky was Cameron Owens. 1-2, swing and a miss. Fastball from Caden Patterson, and Cross couldn't catch up to it. Patterson saying, hit this if you can, and Cross cannot. 1 out for Dylan Kruger. But Sage Dawson, obviously on last year's team. You have Keenan and Coleman Stewart, Braden West, Alex Smith, Logan Marcy. So, Boyle County knew there was going to be some sort of learning curve coming into this year with the number of seniors they lost off of last year's squad. Here's Kruger. Breaking ball high and outside, 1-0.
Logan wanted us to say he was not related to Mike.
1 ball and no strikes. Logan hit that home run to dead center versus Pulaski County in the region tournament last year. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. I would think if you're Caden Patterson, just the sheer fact of experience, you're a sophomore, but you played and pitched multiple varsity innings already, even last year as a freshman.
Ooh.
That went all the way to the backstop, bounces, and now Spears halfway down the line, and Rose slips and falls.
Man, he was halfway there.
Because Patterson throws it so hard, it bounced off the padded backstop, came right back to Rowe, and Spears was halfway to home, and then retreated back to third base. When Rowe went to throw it, he tripped and fell and couldn't make the throw. It's 2-1 to Kruger. But going back to what I was saying, I would think this is a batter that Patterson wants to go after. He's an 8th grader, bases loaded, big-time spot. Fastball misses outside, and it's ball 3. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, hitter's count for Kruger. 1 gone. Bottom half of the 5th, the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk. And the Admirals played another on the RBI walk by Dylan Kruger. Fox Spears trots home. Clarkson to third, Moody to second, Kruger to first. It's 7-2. For Dylan Kruger, RBI number 9 on the season for him.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
There is action in Boyle County's bullpen down the left field line. First pitch to Doyle. Called strike. 0-1.
Rowe pulled that back. He did a great job on that.
No balls and 1 strike.
See, he did it again.
Yeah,
Pulled that
one,
ball that time.
A ball, 1-1. Same exact spot. One's called a ball, one's called a strike, and Danville fans aren't happy either one of them was called a strike. I can't get that Rebel player turned around to tell you who's warming up at the bullpen. 1-1. That one's a called strike. 1-2. Like if I'm Patterson, I'm living in that spot off the outside corner. I'm not sure Doyle could hit that one if his bat was 7 or 8 inches longer. Patterson's getting that spot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. The 1-2. Fastball. Swing and a miss. And Patterson gets Doyle swinging. Another fastball. Hit it if you can. Doyle cannot. And the 2-out batter from Doyle to Doyle. Here's Nathan Doyle. Big spot for the Admirals. KJ Dismukes in the top of the order. Lurks right after Nathan Doyle. If Nathan can find a way to reach base. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Boyle County 7, Danville 2. Admirals have played 2 runs on 2 hits this inning. Fastball is high, ball 1. Doyle, the 8th Admiral to hit here in the bottom half of the 4th. Patterson kicks, delivers the 1-0. Outside and low, 2-0.
Stop, backhand stop.
Adam Blair in the Boyle County dugout looked over and he holds his hands out like calm down, telling his sophomore pitcher Caden Patterson, take a deep breath. 2 balls and no strikes. Breaking ball. Inside, ball 3.
Patterson puts his arms out like, where was that?
3 balls and no strikes. I'm sure Doyle's taking all the way here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 7-2. Boyle leads 3-0. Fastball right in there, 3-1. Patterson probably could have underheaded that one towards home, and Doyle's not swinging at it. 3-1 the count. Got to be in a spot here for Nathan to hack away. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Another bases loaded walk. Trotting home for Danville is Tyler Clarkson. To third base, Moody. To second base, Kruger. To first base, Doyle. It is 7-3. And here's KJ Dismukes. And I don't think the Rebels can get their pitcher warmed up quick enough at this point.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Number 4, Andrew Holder, the freshman who warms up in the Rebel bullpen right now. Here's KJ Dismukes. First pitch to KJ. In there, called strike. It's 0-1. The 9th hitter to hit in the bottom of the 4th. KJ ended the bottom of the 3rd with a ground out to first. He was the 6th consecutive Admiral that went down in order. 0-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball from Dismukes off the outside corner. It's no balls and 2 strikes, and Dismukes is now in a deep hole. Foster on deck, led off this inning with a double.
I think he's going to take off at first. There's nobody hit.
Moody dances down the third baseline. The 0-2. Chopped up the middle over top of Patterson's head. Klotch will make the play. Has to hurry. Goes to first. He threw it away. It got by the first baseman, Kenny. Scoring is Gale and Moody, and it's 7-5. Danville has played at 5 as Dismukes moves to second base. Klotch behind the pitcher's mound. Patterson let it bounce over his head. He didn't have a real good, clear play at it. And Klotch on the run, moving to his left. Threw it right by Kenny. 2 more played. It's 7-5, and here's Hayden Foster. Second error on Boyle County in this inning. It's Kruger and Moody who scored. Doyle is on third. First pitch to Foster is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. We were talking with a Danville assistant coach before this game began. They talked about the student section. It can get loud, and it is getting loud right now. It's 1-0 the count to Foster. Let off this inning with a double. One in the gap here ties this game up, and now Patterson steps off. And there's some confusion. Patterson's looking over in the Boyle County dugout. I think wants to redo some signs here. It's 1-0 to Hayden Foster. Foster is 1 for 2, a double, a strikeout. He scored a run, fouls that one off. 1-1. The Rebels were sitting comfortably. It was 7-0 coming in the bottom half of the 4th. It's now 7-5. And Tiller was coming out of the dugout and now turns around and goes back in.
Because Patterson just like, I don't know if he's not getting the signs, if he can't hear. No, he's still talking to the catcher.
Dismukes at second. At third is Doyle. Foster hammers a fastball foul down the right field line. He straightens that one out. It is 8-7 Danville.
Danville's got activity in their bullpen as well. That's number 4.
It's Dylan Kruger. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fox Spears does his duty from the on-deck circle, jogs the baseball to the home plate umpire. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hayden Foster, 391 on the year, the 1-2. He pokes that one left center field. Coming in is Jarnigan, looks up in the sky, makes the catch for out number 3. But Danville plates 5 runs in the bottom half of the 4th on just 2 hits and 2 errors and a couple of bases-loaded walks. We played 4. It's a ball game. Boyle County 7, Danville 5 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. We knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us. Truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Lee's Famous Recipe's been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville and South 4th.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Pitching change for Danville. The day is done for Fox Spears. He will give way to Nathan Doyle. So it's a straight-up change. Spears goes to right, and Nathan Doyle goes to the pitcher's mound. Doyle on the season has appeared in 7 games. This is game number 7. 6 of those have been in relief work. 14 2/3 innings pitched. 22 hits, 15 runs, 11 of those earned, 10 walks, 17 strikeouts, a 1-2 record, a 5.25 ERA. If he throws 2 pitches, he will hit 300 on the season. And he will work against Caden Patterson, Colin Wise, and Cole Jarnigan, 7, 8, and 9. Here in the top half of the 5th, Danville's made this one a game. It was 7-0 about 20 minutes ago. It's 7-5 now. As Patterson will look at Doyle deliver a breaking ball that misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Patterson struck out back in the 2nd, doubled in a run back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. On a cool, brisk day for baseball, the 1-0 called strike, 1-1. Actually, asked Rebecca before I left. I said, I know we have hand warmers. Rebecca, do you know where they are? And she got home from work as I was leaving, and she found a pack of hand warmers. 1-1 is outside 2-1. So, Rick, if your digits are cold, I got some hand warmers you can use. Check this out, Rick. Don't say I never did anything for you. 2-1 is outside 3-1. Take some time to warm up. By the time you get them warm, the game will be over.
Yeah.
Guess I should have given those to you about an hour ago.
So I'll put them in my pocket.
Well, you got to open them up.
Oh. I didn't want to do that. I
They're
thought
still,
maybe...
they're still in the plastic.
I know, but I thought I didn't want to open yours.
3-1 ball 4.
Hand warmers up.
No, I gave them to you to use them, not for you to
Well.
collect them. Leadoff wall, Caden Patterson's at first base. Here's Colin Wise.
You know what that was? It was on your phone, bounced off. That was a fingernail.
You got a hangnail?
Somehow I clipped it on something or other.
Patterson is out. Caleb Branham will. Courtesy run for him after the leadoff walk. This game's pace is about as slow as a root canal right now. We're almost 2 hours in the top of the 5th.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wise takes outside, I should say, 1 ball and no strikes. Beauty of baseball, it's never over till it's over. Rebels 7-0, and the way they were scoring runs, you thought there's a chance they could 10-run roll this thing. We need a lot more runs to do that. It's 7-5 now. 1-0. Breaking ball is high, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Rick, I've mentioned I've got a really good Major League Baseball trivia question of the day coming up for you. Coming up in the next half inning.
Ooh.
Go to first base.
Ooh, almost got him leaning.
Back in time is Brenham. Moody slaps the tag down and head first slide. Back in time by Brenham. 2 balls and no strikes. I guess I can go ahead and kind of give you like an introduction to the question.
Yeah, I need some time to think about it.
Think about it. How about we do that? That way you've got the whole commercial break thinking all of that. 2-0, throw to first base back in time. Again, it's Branham. Although I do got to keep an eye on you because I know you like to look up the questions, which kind of takes away the fun of it. If you're looking up,
fun for you, maybe.
Looking up the answer. What kind of question is that?
You would impugn my reputation that I would cheat?
2-0. Good off-speed pitch. Wise is out in front of it, 2-1. I absolutely would. So last Tuesday, a week ago today, Rick, was April the 8th. We were supposed to do a game on that day, and guess what? Got rained out.
Rained out.
Of course. 2 balls and 1 strike. Throw to first base. Again, Branham is back in time. Now, on the Major League level, Branham would get to second base. You get 2 disengagements in the Major League level. Can't do that in the high school level. You can throw over as much as you want. A week ago, today was April the 8th. It was the day Hank Aaron broke the home run record. April the 8th, 1974. 51 years ago last Tuesday. Wise fouls that one off 2-2. But I was listening to the Braves game that night on the radio, and I cannot remember who they played last Tuesday. But Ben Ingram, who is the voice of the Atlanta Braves.
Uh-oh.
What?
I lost my paper.
Oh. You scared me. You're standing behind me because you used me as a windbreak. I didn't see what you were doing. I just heard you say, uh-oh, and I thought you were falling over or something.
No, I just looked down and my paper's blue.
2 balls and 2 strikes as Doyle delivers a fastball. It's low and outside, 3-2. But April the 8th was also the date back in 1994.
Yeah.
So on the 20-year anniversary of Hank Aaron breaking the home run record on April 8th, 1994, the Braves' Kent Mercker threw a no-hitter versus the Los Angeles Dodgers on April the 8th of 1994. 3-2 on its way. It's outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to begin the top half of the 5th. To second base goes Branham. To first base goes Wise. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Jarnigan. April the 8th, 1994, Kent Mercker throws a no-hitter for the Braves against the Dodgers. It is the last Braves no-hitter. And it happened, 31 years ago now, back in 1994.
And wasn't Mercker basically a reliever?
He was, yeah. He was basically a reliever. Kent Mercker was. Jarnigan will square around and show bunt. See if he can get this one down. Pulls it back. It's outside and low for ball 1. There are 3 teams in Major League Baseball that have a longer no-hitter drought than the Braves do. The Braves got their last one 31 years ago, Rick. Do you know which teams have longer no-hitter droughts than the Braves on the Major League level? 1-0 is outside, 2-0.
How many are National American League?
All 3 of them are American League teams. So the Braves got their last no-hitter April the 8th, 1994. I want to know what 3 teams on the Major League level have longer no-hitter droughts than the Braves do.
I'm going to guess.
You can go ahead and start guessing.
Back then, Cleveland Indians. Because Len Barker had one, but that was quite a while ago.
Remember when that Len Barker no-hitter was? 2-0 on its way. Jarnigan bunts through a 2-0 fastball. Misses it. It's 2-1.
Was that a perfect game, too, or was that just a no-hitter?
The Cleveland, at that point, Indians, now, of course, Guardians, but Cleveland Indians got one May the 15th, 1981, when Len Barker threw a perfect game. You nailed it, Rick. The 2-1, bunted foul by Jarnigan. Back behind home plate, it's 2-2. The Guardians/Indians have the longest Major League Baseball no-hitter drought, Rick. That's the longest one in baseball right now. May the 15th, 1981, it was a Len Barker perfect game versus the Toronto Blue Jays. The last no-hitter for the Guardians. It was a perfect gamer back in 1981.
I'm surprised Kluber didn't have one.
2-2 is high, 3-2, and Doyle's on the verge of walking 3 straight to begin the top of the 5th. Not only do they have the longest no-hitter drought in baseball right now, Rick, but the Guardians also have the longest World Series drought in baseball.
Yep, Cubs broke theirs.
3-2, high and outside. 3 straight walks by Nathan Doyle to begin the 5th. To third base goes Branham. To second base, Wise. To first base, Jarnigan. And C.J. Lynn after 3 batters. We'll see if he's seen enough. Dylan Kruger was warming up in between the innings there and in the bottom half of the 4th when Danville plated 5 runs.
Boy, and Danville just had the momentum coming back, too. That'll make C.J. lose his hair, pull it out.
And you got Kyler Klotch, who has hit the ball hard 3 times, reached base twice. The one time he did not, he grounded out to short and may have been safe on a bang-bang play at first. And one of the state's best sophomores bats with the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the 5th. By the way, Cleveland does have 5 Cy Young Award winners since 2007, the most in Major League Baseball in that span, but they have yet to produce a no-hitter since 1981.
Kluber was 1 or 2 of them.
CC Sabathia, I'm sure, would have been one, right?
No.
He didn't win it?
I don't think so, not with Cleveland. I don't think.
First pitch to Klotch. Called strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Well, they have 5 of them since 2007.
Bieber.
Shane Bieber.
Yeah. Shane Justin Bieber.
0-1 the count to Kyler Klotch. A couple of singles, 2 runs scored, and a ground out. The 0-1 fouled off the screen. It's 0-2. All right, Rick, can you name the other 2? Both of them American League teams. with the other two longest no-hit droughts in baseball. One of them happened their last one happened August the 26th of 1991. The other one, September the 2nd of 1990. So it's not just the Guardians have the longest drought. 0-2, grounded third base side, snagged by Cross, who tags the third base bag, and they say...
It didn't go by the base.
Well, the umpire's saying it's fair.
What didn't go by the base?
It was fielded in fair territory, and now Adam Blair is holding up his hands and wants to know what's the explanation here. The third baseman, Noah Cross, fielded it and tagged the runner at third base as he was coming home, which was Caleb Branham. So Branham is ruled out as Cross tags the third base runner coming home. Everyone else moves up 90 feet, so it's a ground out by Kyler Klotch. Runners still at every base, so one out for Austin Bodner. It goes down as a U5, unassisted. Wise to third, Jarnigan to second, Klotch to first. Will County, bases still loaded, but one out now for Austin Bodner. Breaking ball is in there, called strike. Well, if Danville can get out of this really would talk about having momentum.
Yeah, yep.
And this is something else that, Coach Blair would circle about hitters with runners in scoring position, but he's still got two more outs to work with, and Austin Bodner's reached base all 3 times tonight with a hit by pitch and 2 walks. And fouls that one up. Foul territory. Cross breaks in, makes the go. He dropped it. Went for a basket catch and it hit the heel of his glove.
I think it spun out.
Yeah,
had a little spin on it.
Had funny backspin. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Looked like Cross had it, bounced off the heel of his glove, and it's 0-2. And Doyle will try to retire Bodner himself with a no-ball, 2-strike count.
And that was an inside pitch that Bodner went after. Helped him
jammed.
out. Yep.
No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Fastball low. Good stop by Gale, 1-2. Wise was heading home, and he saw Austin Bodner hold up his right hand and signal for him to stop, and he runs back to third. Top of the 5th, 7-5. Boyle County leads. Led 7-0. Danville played at 5 in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-2 is hit towards center field. Dismukes comes in, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Wise. Dismukes' throw is over top of the cutoff man, and moving to third base as well on the play is Cole Jarnigan. So a sacrifice fly by Austin Bodner gets the job done. It's 8-5 as Bodner drives in his first run tonight. And 2 are gone as Dismukes makes the catch in center. Jarnigan to third. Klotch has to stay at first base. Had the throw been down a little bit more, you had Moody on the pitcher's mound trying to cut it off. It went over his head. Moody probably makes the catch and throws to third base, and Danville may have a double play there with Jarnigan tagging up towards third, but with a throw over top of Moody's head and bouncing to Gale, they didn't have a chance to get Jarnigan, and inning continues for Ethan Milburn, who doubled in a run his last at bat. Fake to third, fake to first.
That never works. Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Austin Bodner has RBI number 13 if you're keeping tabs on his stats. First pitch. Popped up. Right-hand side. Sky towards Fox Spears. Drifting back near the warning track now comes in. Reaches up, makes the catch for out number 3. Rebels got him loaded. They did get 1 in on the sacrifice fly, but I think Danville will take that as Doyle works around that bases loaded jam. It's 8-5. Boyle County by 3. Head to the bottom half of the 5th on Z105.
Enjoy this hour's music brought to you by the
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Truck Month, lease a new 25 Ram 1500 Bighorn Night Edition model for only $359 per month for 42 months. $62.18 plus first payment taxes and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C 25218. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear national account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
8-5, bottom half of the fifth, and the first pitching change for the Rebels. Caden Patterson's day is done. Patterson moves to third. Roman Smith from third to short. From short to the pitcher's mound is Kyler Klotch. Klotch on the season has thrown 18 2/3. This is his fifth appearance, his first one in relief. First 4 appearances in the season had all been starts. 18 2/3, 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 28 strikeouts, and 18 2/3. Bull County throws some powerful arms out there to begin this first game against Danville in this back-to-back matchup. A 1.50 ERA for Kyler Klotch. He'll try to polish off Danville and get 9 outs and send Bull County in the win column over the crosstown rival. And they'll work against Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale, and Dyron Moody. 8-5. Bull County leads. Caden Patterson's official line score looks like this. 4 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs, only 1 earned. He was hurt by 2 errors on the field last inning. 4 walks, 8 strikeouts for Caden Patterson. And Kyler Klotch with the glove over his face wants to throw, and Fox Spears, before he can even get set, will call time. But umpire calls time as well.
He has to walk over and spit.
Oh, he wants the lights. Lights on, yeah.
Yep.
He's asking C.J. Lynn, Danville coach, if he can get the lights turned on. I assume someone's probably flipped the switch already, but it's going to take some time for them to warm up. Those lights don't come on immediately. And there is now, I guess, are we just going to wait for the lights to come on?
Yep.
All right, well, while we wait, we'll send it back to Jason in studio. Back in 2 minutes on Z105.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Graceland Air, a local HVAC company, offers a wide range of services and provides each customer with an effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. They're committed to excellence in every aspect, exceptional quality of service, high standard of integrity. You are the basis of their business, and they service all brands. Go online to graceland-ky.com for more information.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Bull County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars, $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Bull County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
8-5, and we are officially in a light delay.
Not a lightning.
light delay. They can't get the lights on here at Admiral Field, and the umpires have pulled Boyle County off the field, sending it back to the dugout, and Danville coach C.J. Lynn is now coming off the field. He's going to check on the light situation. There's one light on the light pole in right center. There's a collection of 7 lights on each of the light poles, I believe, at least in the outfield, and one of the 35-40 lights is working. And so the umpires have pulled the players off the field. I was looking at Danville's game changer as well, where I just keep up with the live stats as the game is going on. And they've got delayed on the actual game changer. So it's, I mean, like we are in a light delay.
I think Mike Marcy kicked the plug. He pulled it out on purpose, so this would just have a delay.
This is already a slow-paced game. We're, 2 hours and 6 minutes into this one, and it's only the bottom half of the 5th. And now we can't even play because of one working light in right center field. Yes, Mike's got a question. Go ahead, Mike.
Did we not think it was going to get dark tonight?
I think we knew at some point
Girls
it was
have
going
the softball lights on over there already.
Yes,
I mean,
softball lights are working for centuries, for millenniums.
It's not that hard.
It's gotten
to
dark
see.
at night, and we apparently forgot that was a thing that could happen here tonight at Admiral Field. It's 8-5. Boyle County leads. Bottom half of the 5th. We'll send it back to the studio to Jason back in 3 minutes on Z105.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Our Meals on Wheels program is designed for seniors 60 and up in Boyle County who struggle with food insecurity. If you think you may be eligible, call us at 859-236-2070, thegatheringplace.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more info.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Buyer beware. No matter what you're in the market for, it's buyer beware. This is Lauren from B&L Jewelers. Every day we see people come into B&L Jewelers and want us to look at the great deal they got online or at a discount jewelry store. Usually, the item they bought is not really what they thought they were getting, which leads to disappointment.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Here at B&L Jewelers, we try to educate you on the diamond you are buying. So when you give the gift of love, you have all the confidence of your decision to buy from B&L Jewelers was the correct one. We back up all of our jewelry with a lifetime guarantee and a trade-up policy, which you will receive full credit of the purchase price for your diamond in the future. As always, we offer special financing and 6 months free layaway. Come and see us here at B&L Jewelers today in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. I knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welch Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Lee's Famous Recipe's been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville and South 4th.
Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick. It's a light delay here at Admiral Field. There's only one player on the field right now. That's Fox Spears, who to our right has his helmet on, or at least the only player who looks like he's ready to play baseball. But they can't play baseball because they can't get the lights working here at Admiral Field.
Well, it just went off. There was a light there on the right-hand side and that one in right center, and it just went off.
Well, this gives us a great chance, Rick, to give you a double bonus round of the Major League Baseball. Well, actually, let's go back to the conversation we weren't having because we didn't finish.
No, I got two more teams.
I got two more teams to name. So the question I asked Rick, for those who are tuning in, the umpire is in Danville's fan section petting a bulldog. This is what we've come to. The umpire is having some one-on-one time with his furry friend, and we are waiting for baseball to be played. April the 8th of 1994 was the last Braves no-hitter. Kent Mercker threw it against the Dodgers. There are only 3 teams in Major League Baseball that have a longer no-hit drought. You'd mentioned the Cleveland Indians. The Indians at that point, Guardians now. You're right. Longest no-hit drought in baseball. 1981 is the last time the Guardians/Indians got a no-hitter. It was Lynn Barker's perfect game. There are 2 other teams with longer droughts than the Braves, though in between where the Guardians are and Braves are, because we mentioned the Guardians have the longest drought. So can you name the other 2 teams with longer droughts on the no-hit side than the Braves have?
I'm going to guess.
Both American League teams. I gave you that already.
I'm going to guess because they've been so bad for so long. Oakland?
Oakland A's is incorrect. I tell you what, let me give you a hint on this one.
All right.
So it's not the A's. However, one of the teams that it is threw their last no-hitter against the Indians, September the 2nd of 1990. At Cleveland was this team's last no-hitter.
Well, that was a big hint.
The only no-hitter in this team's franchise history happened September the 2nd of 1990. Toronto Blue Jays threw it against...
Roy Halladay?
Not Roy Halladay, 1990, not Roy Halladay. Halladay threw one for the Phillies, not for the Blue Jays. Happened in 1990 against the Indians. You know who it was?
I'm going to guess Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, but who's the pitcher?
Oh.
Blue Jays, obviously. I just gave you that. But Dave Steve. The final no-hitter of the 1990 season, a season that featured 6 no-hitters. There was not a single no-hitter in 1989. 1990 had 6 of them, and Dave Steve had the final one of the 1990 season against the Cleveland Indians. The other one happened August the 26th of 1991 versus the White Sox. That was the Kansas City Royals. Who do you think threw that one for the Royals in 1991?
Saberhagen?
Brett Saberhagen, the 4th no-hitter in Royals history, happened on August the 26th of 1991. They threw 3 of them from the 1973 to 1977 seasons, and they didn't throw another one for 14 years until 1991 when Saberhagen got one of 5 no-hitters in 1991. One of those 5 was also a perfect game, but Brett Saberhagen, the Royals' last no-hitter, came in 1991. So the 3 teams with longer no-hitter droughts than the Braves, the Royals, the Blue Jays, and Radio Rick, your Cleveland Guardians. Still waiting on the lights to come on here at Admiral Field. Umpires are talking to Boyle County head coach Adam Blair, who was, I guess, maybe trying to help Danville turn the lights on. I don't know. It's a team effort at this point. Let's get the lights working and play some baseball.
I don't think that they're coming on because the umpire's talking.
Well, there's only one thing to find out and to do in this situation. Send it back to the studio, and I'm going to go ask somebody what's going on. We'll send it back to Jason on studio controls. It's 8-5. Boyle County leads here in the bottom half of the 5th under a light delay as the lights won't come on at Admiral Field. Back after this. Jason, keep it there. We'll let you know what's going on Z105.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Truck Month, lease a new 25 Ram 1500 Bighorn Night Edition model for only $359 per month for 42 months. $62.18 plus first payment taxes and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C 25218. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear national account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy at Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices, and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stuart Powell. We can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Joe Ellis alongside Radio Rick. The lights are coming on, and we're going to have baseball here soon, I believe, at Admiral Field. It was turned into a major operation. They had the light board open and had people unplugging wires and sticking wires together and doing everything they could. But the lights are coming back on, and we're going to have baseball here very shortly at Admiral Field. It's going to end up being about a 25-minute delay by the time it's all said and done. With the lights not coming on. And now they are. Danville's warming up to our right, Boyle County to our left. When we resume play, bottom half of the 5th, it's going to be Boyle County 8, Danville 5. Admirals will send up Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale, and Dyron Moody. I will say this is our 14th year calling high school baseball and softball play-by-play full-time here on the Hometown Radio Network. And I've seen a lot of different stuff in 14 years. I've never seen a game delayed because they couldn't get the lights working. Obviously, lightning delays, been involved in sun delays at certain stadiums. Very short delays, while the sun's setting right in the batter's eyes and they can't see. But I've never seen a game delay because they couldn't get the lights on, but it's the first time for everything. And we'll get this one, file it in our record book, and talk about this one for years to come. It's 8-5, Boyle County over Danville, and we'll have another first pitch coming up in about 3 minutes on Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Curamed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. Curamed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on Curamed. We're so confident Curamed will offer the results you deserve. We guarantee it or your money back.
Curamed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save 25% off on both Curamed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
So your clothes dryer won't start, and your refrigerator is making that funny noise again. Before you call for service, make sure you don't have a blown fuse or tripped circuit breaker, and make sure your appliance is plugged in. If those home remedies don't work, call a repairman. It's best to leave major appliance repairs to professionals who are trained to work with the high voltages that your appliances require. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stewart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices, and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stewart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Fox Spears leads off the bottom half of the fifth. First pitch fastball from Kyler Klotch is off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. It was the longest in-between inning break that we have ever had in Hometown Radio Network history. 25-minute delay for failure to illuminate. Second pitch is off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes to Fox Spears. It's 8-5. Boyle County leads over Danville. Spears hacking 2-0 and fouls it off behind home plate, and he catches Rowe behind the dish. He goes down in a heap holding his left leg. And he is up quickly, and we'll try to shake that one off. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, if you're just joining us, it was 8-5, Boyle County. That's where it is now, going to the bottom half of the fifth. And when the umpire asked for the lights to be turned on, the lights didn't turn on. And because it didn't, there was a delay in action. They had all hands on deck down below us trying to get the lights turned back on. When they finally did, 3 fuses were blown, we're being told. Well, that'll cause the lights not to come on.
Yep, it will.
That's a good reason for
Cause
that.
it not to come on home, too.
Yeah.
Umpire's out making a visit, trying to stall a little bit.
Yeah, give Rowe a chance to collect his thoughts. And because of that, there was about a 25-minute delay, and we just started off the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the umpire's still going to give Carson Rowe a chance.
May let him go ahead and catch a couple pitches, too, to make sure he's...
So I asked Rick every trivia question in the book regarding teams and their no-hitters. This is going to be a long game. Now, this is a 6:01 first pitch, so 2 hours and 24 minutes into this one already, and still a couple of innings to go. See what Danville and Boyle County have in store for us the last couple of frames. Check swing by Fox Spears. He did go around. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. See how the scores are looking on the major league level. Blue Jays 3, Braves 1, bottom half of the 5th. Stinking Blue Jays. 2-2 swing and a miss. Good pitch by Kyler Klotch, and 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom half of the 5th. Spears down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. We mentioned before we realized the lights weren't coming on, when we took that initial break coming to the bottom half of the 5th. We'll give you Kyler Klotch's stats again since that was so long ago. He is a major strikeout pitcher. Kyler's thrown 18 2/3, 28 strikeouts, now
Ooh.
29 19 innings after that one to Fox Pierce. First pitch by Gale is hacked foul onto the soccer field. It's no balls and 1 strike to the Danville catcher, Wyatt Gale. Reached base both times tonight, a single and a walk. Nationals 3, Pirates nothing. Your Cincinnati Reds 6, Mariners 4.
6. Wow.
0-1 outside, 1-1. Giants 3, Phillies 2. Radio Rick's Cleveland Guardians 4, Orioles nothing. Guess what, Rick?
What?
Going to the bottom half of the 5th in that game, and the Guardians have a no-hitter going against the Orioles. Could this be the night?
Uh-oh.
After we talked
CJ
about
said he wanted to go out and check something.
Something with the ball. Don't let umpires going on and going out to the mound and talking with Kyler Claunch about something.
He's talking to him about something. He threw that ball out.
Claunch is going to grab a pile of dirt and put it in his hands and get a different baseball. But could this be the night, Rick? The Guardians' no-hit streak ends. They've no-hit the Orioles through 4.
Who's pitching?
Logan Allen.
No?
No? Okay.
No, it ain't going to happen.
Never
You don't
mind.
have to worry.
1-1 to Gale. Slow and inside 2-1. Never mind, guys.
Not till Bieber comes back.
Red Sox 6, Rays 2. Rays stomped the Red Sox last night. They were up 14-1 in the 4th inning. Of course, they're playing at that minor league Steinbrenner Field where the Yankees minor league complex is. 2-1 is inside, 3-1 to Wyatt Gale. And the dimensions are like way off. They're, a lot smaller than an actual major league field.
You mean like right field at Yankee Stadium? That's a minor league right field there, too.
That's true. 3 balls and 1 strike to Gale. That one chopped towards first. In between, hop good play by Kenny backing up and will take it to first base himself for out number 2. Kenny kind of got caught in between, but backed up on his heels. Gave himself a good Sunday hop on that one and took it to first base. 2 up and 2 down for Kyler Claunch. And here comes big Dyron Moody.
That's a good play by Claunch to get over there just in case. He needed to take that throw.
Moody's 0 for 2, a strikeout, reached on an error in that 5-run 4th inning for Danville. First pitch to Dyron Moody is outside for ball 1. Royals 2, Yankees nothing. Mets and Twins tied at 2. A's 5, White Sox 3. Brewers 2, Tigers nothing. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Astros and Cardinals scoreless early in that one. Angels and Rays scoreless. 2 games have not tipped off yet. That one to short. Easy play for Smith over to first base. 1-2-3 inning for Boyle County's Kyler Claunch, who makes quick work of the Admirals. We are through 5. It is Boyle County 8, Danville 5 after 5 on Z105.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Have you heard about Farmers National Bank's Teller on Demand service? I gave it a try and I loved it. I simply touched the screen, talked with bank specialists live on screen, and they made it quick and easy. And the service even offers extended hours, 8 to 6 weekdays and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Teller on Demand is a quick and easy way to make withdrawals, deposits, or ask a question. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Top half of the 6, Boyle County 8, Danville 5, in a game that's featured a little bit of everything. Started off with a Couple of RBI groundouts by Logan Perry before the Rebels exploded for 4 runs in the top of the third, made it 5-0. 2 more in the top of the fourth, made it 7-0. And when it looked like Boyle County was running away with it, Danville responded right back with 5 runs in the bottom half of the fourth on only just 2 hits, 2 errors, 3 walks. They made it 7-5. Boyle put 1 more in the top of the fifth, make it 8-5. A 25-minute failure to illuminate delay on the lights. And in the bottom half of the fifth, Danville went down 1, 2, and 3, and now we find ourselves in the top of the sixth, where Logan Perry, who has driven in 3 runs in this one for the Rebels, Perry, Rowe, and Kinney, 4, 5, and 6 to up, and an 8-5 Boyle County lead. And Nathan Doyle delivers a first pitch fastball over the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Ooh.
I was talking with someone in that delay, and this person said, I think, is what the person said, I'm saying himself, 0-1 is outside, 1-1. He said, I think that there's talk that they may just scrap this thing and try to finish it off tomorrow at Boyle County. And I mean, obviously,
get the lights going.
That would have been, I'm sure, the plan had they not got the lights going. 1-1 is fouled off the screen, or I should say the padding back behind home plate. It's 1-2. And it was Clint Followell, who is the one that takes care of the Danville athletic fields now. Learned under Danny Gadberry, and Danny was there too, but it was Clint Followell that got the fuses up and running again. So shout out to him. 1-2 is a little bit low and outside, 2-2.
I ran into Danny Joe in the bathroom.
Well, did you have a good conversation?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2
I
strikes.
talked to him for a little while.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Doyle. Fastball snuck by Perry. He's down on strikes. It is out number 1 here in the top half of the sixth. Here's Carson Rowe.
Danny and yours truly and Charlie Perry all worked at the Danville Food Town when it was open.
Where was Food Town?
It's where it's downtown where the Ephraim McDowell has
That one's
on
outside.
Walnut Street.
Want to know? I remember
right across from the church, the First Baptist Church.
I remember my earliest recollection of that being a grocery store was Sloan's Signature Market. Is that
was
the
the
same place?
third. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that was it. That was the third reincarnation. It started out to be Food Town, then it went to Big Value, then it went to Sloan's Signature Market.
I don't remember Big Value.
Yep. It was in between.
When it was outside, 2-0 to Carson Rowe. Rowe was 1 for 2 today. Sacrifice fly, a single and a strikeout. Swings and misses on a fastball there. It's 2-1.
Boyle's dugout is getting pounding on the front part of the dugout. I don't know, what do you call that?
Just the fence there.
Fencing.
Yeah, the
They
fencing.
got it padded.
Making some noise there, trying to get Rowe going. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Actually foul tip, but Gale hung on to it regardless. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I remember Winn-Dixie. I remember Piggly Wiggly. I remember Save-A-Lot being where City Hall is now.
Yeah,
that
that's
right?
where it started, yeah.
2-2. Low and outside, 3-2.
Kroger was actually in that building that Food Town went into.
That's way before my time.
Then they moved out to where TSC is, and then they're at where they are now.
Full count, 3-2. Hit towards center field. KJ Dismukes looks up in the light blue night sky, and luckily the lights are working because there's no way Dismukes finds it if they're not. 2 up and 2 down as he squeezes his mitt and makes the catch. And there's Blaine Kinney.
Where that Save-A-Lot was on Main Street, A&P started there.
Okay.
On Main Street.
2-out batter is Blaine Kinney. Kinney has reached base twice, a walk, a single. He's stolen a base. He struck out. He's 1 for 2 today. Nathan Doyle, after dancing around danger, bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the fifth. He's going to buckle down here. His pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. During that delay, went down and was talking, just trying to figure out something, and went to Danville's side and was talking with C.J. Lynn, and Coach Pittman was down there as well. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. And Andrew Leisure, and Andrew was telling Fox Spears, grab a bat. He said, go get some swings in. Don't do anything crazy, he said, but go ahead and, stay warm just in case this game gets started back up. And lo and behold, it did about 5 minutes later. 2 balls and no strikes. Called strike, 2-1. Kenny turned around, thought he had ball 3, and instead gets the strike 1 call on him. He did not react to it, and we'll dig back into that right-handed batter's box. And a 2 ball, One strike count to Blaine Kinney. Big breath by Doyle. Kicks, delivers. 2-1. Called strike over the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saw Rick down in Whitley County, where the Whitley County Colonels have named their field Jeremy Shope Field. After the former Mercer County coach, who won a state championship with Whitley County there 3 years ago. 2-2 is low and inside 3-2.
He's a heck of a coach.
Oh, absolutely is. At 2011, 2012, and 2013, 3 straight region championships for the Mercer baseball team. That 2011 team, I wasn't even employed here full-time yet. I was an intern. I got to call state tournament baseball that year as an intern. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Doyle sets him down in order with a couple of strikeouts to boot, and that's 5 straight set down by Nathan Doyle. He's doing some work out of the bullpen. We'll see if the Admiral Bats can pick him up. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We are through 4.5. It's Boyle County 8, Danville 5 on Z105.
I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. She knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welcome home with Welch Jones.
Lee's Famous Recipe's been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville and South 4th.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Dylan Kruger, Levi Doyle, 6, 7, and 8 for the Admirals due up here in the bottom half of the 6th. It's 8-5. Rebels lead, and the 1-0 to Cross is a cold strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Cross is 0 for 2. He struck out twice in tonight's game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner, 1 and 2. Noah Cross at 179 in the year, the 1-2. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. So Cross has a trio of strikeouts on his scorecard today, and the one-out batter is Dylan Kruger.
It's called a hat trick.
Kruger, a strikeout, a walk. He scored a run tonight, the 8th grader. Wears his pants bunched up to his knees. Shows the navy blue that Danville wears with their baby blue and white new uniforms. Apparently Danville wore this color scheme in the 80s. First pitch to Kruger is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. That's at least according to Coach Terry Pittman. He said, getting back to Danville's roots, some of the colors they wore back in the 80s. The 1-0 is high. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he had to know he's in his 80s.
Well, Rick Schobel. I'll make sure that you said that about him, and he knows you said that. 2 balls and no strikes to Dylan Kruger.
Yep, inside corner.
Strike over the inside corner. It's 2-1.
He knows I'm only serious.
Kyler Claunch on the mound. He set down Danville 1, 2, and 3 in his first inning of work back in the 5th, and he misses outside with a 2-1 fastball. It's 3-1. He's a pitch away from allowing his first base runner to reach, and what would be a 1-out walk to Kruger. 3-1 he does indeed. Second walk that Kruger has drawn tonight. Here's Levi Doyle. Overall stops a streak of 5 straight that Rebel pitching had set down. Levi Doyle ground out a strikeout, 0 for 2, throw to first base, and Kruger gets dirty as he head first dives back into the bag. First pitch to Doyle, low, ball one.
Danville needs base runners. I'm not so sure they're going to be stealing in this situation.
You get one more on, you at least bring the tying run to the plate. Give yourself a chance to tie it with one swing. The Doyle brothers, Levi and Nathan, back-to-back. That one's right in there. It's 1-1. And we've seen Danville teams in the past absolutely just bomb home runs. Now, this is a smaller field as it is, but, I mean, that 2021 team, those home runs were going out in basically every park in the state. When you had Ethan Wood and Christian Howe and Preston Barnes, 1-1. Bunt shown, it's a good one, right in front of the mound. Out as Klonch has to hurry, throws to first. They get Doyle by a couple of steps. Kyler Klonch took his time. Threw a dart to first base with Kenny on the bag. Good play by Klonch. Two gone. Here's Nathan Doyle. That 2021 team, when you look at the lineup Danville had, Preston Barnes, Ethan Wood, Christian Howe, Brady Baxter, Brady Morse. And there were like no outs in that lineup whatsoever.
You mean Brady Maurice?
First pitch to Nathan Doyle's outside for ball one.
You know what would be a good segment is where are they now? To go back in some of the...
Yeah, I know Christian Howe is at EKU pitching. Brady Baxter still at Marshall. Ethan Wood is back in baseball playing at Campbellsville. And doing really good things for Campbellsville University playing there. One ball and no strikes. Low and outside, 2-0. KJ Stanfield on that team as well.
Yep.
How about KJ?
Second base, if I'm correct.
First base. KJ was the first baseman.
Oh. There was another Stanfield that was an infielder, wasn't there?
2-0 right in there, 2-1. Older brother Ellison was an outfielder.
Okay. Well, I had them all wrong.
At least you got the last name right.
Yeah.
You knew there were two of them, KJ and Ellison. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh,
it is low
nice
and outside.
Uh-oh.
Scoots away. Now breaking late for third
No,
and sliding
he's there.
head first safely
He's there.
is Wyatt Gale. Oh, sorry, Dylan Kruger. So Kruger moved to second on the sacrifice bunt, moves to third in the wild pitch by Kyler Klonch, and a 2-1 count now on Nathan Doyle with a runner 3-1 count with a runner 90 feet away. And the top of that Danville order lurks again. We'll see if Klonch has a couple of big pitches in him, and Doyle calls time.
That's a play right there that Klonch should have been yelling and pointing to third base to throw it.
Yeah, Rowe completely turned his
Rowe
back.
wasn't sure. He wasn't sure, and then it was the time he looked up and found out it was too late.
3-1 is over the outside corner.
Oh.
Nathan Doyle, the
Umpire doesn't
counterpart
like that.
of Kyler Klonch on the mound, thought he had ball 4. Then he gets a full count 3-2, and Doyle's hoping he'll get that call in the next frame. But with one more pitch to see here in this at-bat, potentially. 3 balls and 2 strikes on its way. It is inside, ball 4. And that does bring the tying run to the plate, and KJ Dismukes, who is not a power threat, but is a good contact hitter. He has put the ball in play once tonight, actually twice. He's reached on an error. He's walked. He's also grounded out. And with runners in the corners and 2 outs, it's 8-5 Boyle County, and KJ Dismukes will dig in here in the bottom half of the 6th.
We got these KJ, CJ.
353 hitter.
PJ.
Is Dismukes. No home runs. He's driven in 7. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
JJ.
0-1 the count.
Got a big lead at first. Look at that.
And Klonch is going to step off.
Yeah,
and
he had a big lead.
Watch Doyle walk back to first. 0-1. Go over to first base, and now Doyle takes off, and we'll see when Kruger goes. They chase Doyle to second. Now Kruger takes off for home. The throw home is late. Head first slide. Kruger scores. Back to first goes Doyle. It's 8-6. So Danville pulls off the first and third play. Kruger, actually, that will end up as a stolen base. A steal of home for Dylan Kruger. Doyle back to first base. Well, Danville couldn't have executed that one any more perfectly than they did. It's 8-6. Admirals have trimmed it down to 2. CC Auto Parts stolen base for Dylan Kruger.
The stolen base is by CC Auto Parts and Service in Louisville Road. Get your car running.
0-1. Cold strike over the outside corner. It's, 1-1. It's 1 ball and 2. I don't know what the count is, actually. I've got
Kruger,
1 and 2. Go
CC
ahead.
Auto Parts. That's it on Louisville Road.
1 ball and 2 strikes to KJ Dismukes. Doyle off of first. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Dismukes down swinging, but Danville gets one of them back on the steal of home by Dylan Kruger. We are through 6. It is Boyle County 8, Danville 6 in the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Truck Month, lease a new 25 Ram 1500 Bighorn Night Edition model for only $359 per month for 42 months. $62.18 plus first payment taxes and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C 25218. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Top of the 7th, it's Boyle County 8, Danville 6, and Dylan Kruger on the mound, the 8th grader, trying to work quickly, get 3 outs, and see if the Admiral Bats can pick up the team in the bottom half of the 7th and maybe walk off with a win. But he's got to work through Caden Patterson, Colin Wise, and Cole Jarnigan in the top half of the 7th. First pitch to Caden Patterson, who's had himself a good game of the dishes. High, 1 ball and no strikes. Patterson doubled in a run back in the 3rd. He's also walked, was the one that started tonight's game for Boyle County on the mound and struck out 8 in 4 innings. Outside corner called strike. It's 1-1. Kruger doesn't mess around. He works quickly. 1-1 breaking ball. Swung on and missed.
Oh, that was outside, too.
It's 1-2. Kruger, the 8th grader. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball outside. It's 2-2. Mentioned the nephew of Paul Morse.
It's worked before. 8th grade.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up, foul territory. Patterson will watch that one reach the road. They call it Champions Way or Champions Avenue or something here that goes through the Danville Athletic Complex, right past the football field, the baseball field, and Bate Middle School, 2-2. Breaking ball, low and outside, 3-2. Patterson back on top of the mound. Sorry, Kruger back on top of the mound. Looks at Patterson. Full count, 3-2 on its way. Turns, kicks, delivers. 3-2. Breaking ball, hacked foul.
Oh, another one.
Patterson.
Ow. Watch your car.
Hayden Patterson wears number 12. That number's retired here on Danville's side. Rich Witten wore that one in high school. I have 3 retired numbers at Admiral Field. Paul Morse, Rich Witten, and Troy Trumbo. 3 retired numbers. Full count, 3-2. High and inside, ball 4. I would think they may add a couple more here. You'd think Christian Howe would be one that you would want to retire his number. Won the Small School Max Preps Player of the Year his senior year. He drove in 70-plus runs that senior year where Danville made the Final Four, lost to McCracken County that year. Time is called by Adam Blair, and we'll talk with the home plate umpire.
It's a runner.
You're going to have a runner that's going to be Caleb Branham, who's already ran twice, make it 3 times now for the Rebels with Caden Patterson on base. No, Patterson is not the pitcher anymore. Claunch is the pitcher.
That home plate umpire loves spitting.
This is going to be not a courtesy runner, but a pinch runner situation. Since, again, Patterson's not the pitcher, Claunch is. And the runner stays with the position, not with the player. So if Claunch reached, they could bring Branham in for him and run for Kyler Claunch in what would still be a courtesy runner situation is how that works. Regardless, Brenham's on first. Colin Wise is at the dish.
Small ball here.
Exactly right. Rick calls it as Wise turns around, shows bunt, gets it down, charging from third is Cross. He fires to first. Moody makes the catch up to second base. Goes Caleb Brenham, sacrifice bunt by Colin Wise. Gets the job done. Runner at second base and one gone for Cole Jarnigan. And I think we're going to have a pinch hitter. We are.
Number 29.
It's number 29, Landon Parnas, who's a big arm for Boyle County out of the bullpen. And he's only had 10 at-bats this year, but he's 3 for 10. A 300 hitter is Landon. Runner at second base, Branham and Landon Parnas. Senior wears number 29, will swing for Jarnigan in a pinch hit situation and a big insurance run at second base. We'll see if Parnas can find some grass in the outfield. Bats with an open stance, that left foot in front of his right foot, and takes over the outside corner for strike one. Either way, unless there's a double play, Kyler Klotch is going to swing the bat for Boyle County in the on-deck circle.
Ugh.
The 0-1.
Ooh, breaking ball.
And he hit that one foul. It's 0-2. Waited on it and was a little bit underneath it as he pops it over the press box. And now quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
A little tardy.
Dylan Kruger from the stretch. Fouled off again by Parnas. It's still 0-2. This is the 6th game that Kruger's appeared in. 4 of those have been relief appearances. 17 innings, 11 hits, 1 earned run in 17 innings. A 0.41 ERA.
Stingy ERA.
2.7 team ERA for Danville, 2.40 for Boyle County. So pretty much identical numbers. Someone's low and outside. It's 1-2 to Parnas.
Good pitching staffs.
And Danville had put up the more offensive numbers this year than Boyle County had. He'd scored double-digit runs in 6 of the first 15 games of the year, and when you go 9 runs or more, it's 9 of 15. Parnas hammers that one center field. Dismukes plays it on a hop, rounding third base, and getting the stop sign now is Branham. The relay throw goes through the legs of Moody, but Kruger's there backing it up. And
he ripped that one.
And runners on the corners, and 1 out. Here's Kyler Klotch for the Rebels. Solid base hit for Landon Parnas, who almost hit it too hard. He hit it so hard that it didn't allow Branham to round third base and score on that one.
Don't have a runner.
Yeah, so Parnas does the job. A pinch hit situation. He singles up the middle. And we do have a runner. It's
33.
Cole Jarnigan, who will re-enter for Landon Parnas. So Parnas bats for Jarnigan. Parnas singles, Jarnigan back in. And as Parnas makes his way to the dugout, he is high-fiving everybody and is giving Kyler Klotch and Austin Bodner, the on-deck circle, a couple of pointers since they have not seen Kruger yet.
Yep.
Kruger from the stretch, runners in the corners, and 1 gone. Here's Kyler Klotch.
That never works.
Think to third, think to first. Both of them get back easily. Boyle County's at home tomorrow in the strikeout cancer game against Danville. We'll have that 6 o'clock first pitch on Z105 tomorrow. First pitch, runner goes, and Jarnigan's in there easily. It was low. Gale had no chance to dig it out and even attempt to throw to Jarnigan. A CC Auto Parts stolen base for Cole Jarnigan. It's the 4th stolen base of the game for Boyle County. Infield is in for Danville. Kruger from the stretch. Runners at second and third. 1 out. The 1-0 is low. Good stop by Gale. 2-0.
That stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Jarnigan at CC Auto Parts and Service.
2 balls and no strikes. Kyler Klotch, 2 for 4. 2 singles, a ground out, reach on an error. He scored a couple of runs. If you can find some outfield grass here and chase 2 more home, it's 2 big ones for the Rebels. That one is inside, 3 balls and no strikes. It doesn't get much easier on deck. Austin Bodner waits in the on-deck circle. He's driven in a run, but reached base 3 times with a hit by pitch and 2 walks. 3-0, right in there, 3-1.
Good pitch. All right, Allen, 5 2/3. You give up 2 hits.
There goes the no-hitter.
Yep, no runs.
Hitters count 3-1 to Kyler Klotz. Breaking ball inside, ball 4, and the bases are full of Rebels. With 1 out, and Austin Bodner will dig in the left-handed box.
Atlanta's down 6-2.
We'll rub it in then, Rick.
No, I'm just announcing.
Nowhere to put him. Hoover from the stretch and takes too much time, and Bodner will call time.
Cincinnati's up 6-4, top of the 7th.
Luis Castillo, former Red, started that game for the Mariners. Did his old team a favor, it looks like. First pitch to Bodner is low for ball 1. So we can get some scores from other area games that have gone on tonight. Garrett and Lincoln started off district play tonight as well in Stanford. 1-0 is hit down the left field line on a play. It's 1-1. I mentioned earlier about 2.5 hours ago that Washington County and Danville softball were playing. And Danville was up in that game early. It's 23-13, Washington County over Danville in the 4th.
Wow.
1-1 is outside, 2-1. 23-13. And here it's 8-6. Will County over Danville. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded. Top of the 7th for the Rebels. Outside, 3-1.
Tried to hit a breaking pitch to hit the outside corner and missed.
Garrett County Lady Lions softball 16. Dunbar 6. Mercer County Lady Titans 13. East Jessamine 9.
Ooh, pitcher's duel.
Aaron Ransdell got them. The Lady Titans a district win. 3-1 outside, ball 4. A bases loaded walk. Caden Patterson's courtesy runner, Caleb Branham, will score. Jarnigan to third. Klonch to second. Bodner to first. Third walk of the inning for Danville pitching. And Ethan Milburn will dig in with the bases loaded. It's an RBI walk for Bodner. Second RBI of the night for Bodner. RBI number 14 of the season for him. He leads Boyle County with ease in the RBI category. First pitch called strike to Milburn. No balls and 1 strike.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Mercer County Baseball played East Jessamine tonight as well. Beat East Jessamine 5-4. So it was an East Jessamine sweep for the Lady Titans and the Titans. 0-1, Milburn bloops that one right-hand side, tailing down the line. It's well foul. 0-2. Mention Austin Bodner leads Boyle County in RBIs with ease. He's got 14 of them now this year. No other Rebel has more than 8. So he's the only Boyle County player in double figures. He's in double figures pretty easily, and no one's even within 2 RBIs of hitting double figures on the Boyle County side. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Kruger ramped up and got it by Milburn for out number 2. And the 2-out batter is Logan Perry. West Jessamine 13, Boyle County 7 in softball. That's a final. So besides this game and the Washington County Danville softball game, which again is 23-13, there's only one other game in this area going on. Southwestern and Wayne County baseball kind of in the area. That game, a 1-1 game. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7th. First pitch to Perry. Called, it's a ball. High and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Perry an RBI ground out in the 1st, RBI ground out in the 3rd, RBI single in the 4th, and a strikeout in the 6th. He's 1 for 4. Called strike, 1-1.
Becker grins. You knew that may be a makeup pitch after the last one.
1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball was late on. It's 1-2. A report from the Big Daddy. Middle school baseball final. Boyle County 7, West Jessamine 4.
Good.
So the Boyle County, I guess that'd be the Eagles. Boyle County Eagles, the middle school team, which is far as I know, pretty good squad they got there in the middle school level. 1 and 2. Outside just a tad. Boy, Danville was starting to head towards the dugout. Didn't get the call. You got people barking in Danville's dugout. C.J. Lynn letting the umpire hear it. Paul Morris, who's in the dugout now, letting the umpire hear it as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Perry goes down swinging. Boyle leaves him loaded again, but they do get one more in. It seems like every time Danville gets one, Boyle answers with one. They get one on a sacrifice fly by, bases loaded walk, I should say, by Austin Bodner. The sac fly came last inning. We're through 6.5. Been a long night. Boyle 9, Danville 6 on Z105.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy at Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
4 for Danville. Hayden Foster, Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale. This is, well, it was a safe situation anyway for Kyler Klotch, but in baseball, if you pitch the last 3 innings, regardless of score, will go down as a save, but it is a 3-run lead for the Rebels, and Kyler Klotch trying to get a save on the season will be his first one if he can lock down 3 outs before Danville scores at least 3 runs. Tough part of the lineup to do it through as well, with Foster leading you off, and then Spears and Gale after that. Foster 1 for 3. He doubled back in the 4th, scored a run, which kind of launched that 5-run 4th inning. First pitch to Foster is inside for ball 1. Danville's biggest win of the season came against Somerset earlier. 1-0 is right in there, 1-1. That was a game Danville trailed by 3 runs going into the bottom half of the 7th, scored 4 in the bottom half, and walked a top 25 Somerset team off the field that night with a win over the Briar Jumpers. They need 3 more here to tie 4 to win. Kyler Klotch will step off and reset the signs. Rebels trying to move to 7-7 and have a chance to sweep the season series tomorrow. 1-1 is inside, ball 2. Foster, Spears, and Gale. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3 lefties in Danville's lineup. Inside and low, ball 3.
If you're Boyle County, you sure don't want to put this first man on.
Hayden Foster and his family moved to the Danville area last year, I believe from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. 3-1. Popped up, left-hand side. That's playable. Over is Caden Patterson, foul territory. Easy catch for out number 1. And a 3-1 hitters count, and Hayden Foster upset with himself. You can tell, just walking head down back to the Danville dugout. 1 out batter, Fox Spears. About 2 years ago, Fox's dad came up to me before a game began and said, "Joe, Fox wanted you to have these." And handed me a little plastic case. First pitch to Fox Spears is a called strike over the inside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. It was a collection of baseball cards. They were all Braves players.
Well,
Fox knows you're a Braves fan, and here's all his Braves cards. 0-1, grounded right-hand side. Over is the Boyle County second baseman. Easy play for Ethan Milburn. 4-3 ground out for out number 2. And the Rebels 1 out away from taking game number 1 of this one tonight. And here's Wyatt Gale. Gale is 1 for 2, a single, a walk, a ground out. Kyler Claunch side saddles the rubber. First pitch fastball is low for ball 1. Gale, the junior, Danville's second leading hitter at .422. 2 home runs, 20 driven in. 2 Admirals have 20-plus RBIs this season. That one's outside 2-0. Spears with 22, Gale with 20. As he swings a bright orange and blue bat, waves it back behind that navy blue helmet, the 2-0. One's right in there, knee-high with a fastball. It's 2-1.
I like grape.
Do they make knee-high still?
Yeah.
That's still a drink?
Yep.
2-1. Inside, ball 3.
He's obviously being careful with Gale.
Moody on deck. If you're Danville, got to have 2 on to at least give you a chance. The 3-1. Hammered towards second base on a couple of hops. Big Sunday hop. Milburn goes to first, and Boyle County has knocked down Danville. Final score is 9-6. Boyle County wins it over Danville to take game 1 of the back-to-back 45th District doubleheader. We'll break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for Boyle County and Danville baseball, Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
CuraMed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. CuraMed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on CuraMed. We're so confident CuraMed will offer the results you deserve. We guarantee it or your money back.
CuraMed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save 25% off on both CuraMed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
So your clothes dryer won't start, and your refrigerator is making that funny noise again. Before you call for service, make sure you don't have a blown fuse or tripped circuit breaker, and make sure your appliance is plugged in. If those home remedies don't work, call a repairman. It's best to leave major appliance repairs to professionals who are trained to work with the high voltages that your appliances require. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stewart Powell Ford Mazda here on the bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices, and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stewart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Boyle County 9, Danville 6. That one's a final here. Game number 1 of the back-to-back 45th District games that Danville and Boyle County will play. And game 1 goes the Rebels' way. Caden Patterson gets the win in tonight's game through 97 pitches, 58 of those for strikes, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He gets the win. The loss goes Fox Spears' way. 4 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Boyle County led by Kyler Claunch, who went 2 for 4 in tonight's game, scored 2 runs. Austin Bodner drove in a pair of runs, as did Logan Perry on a couple of RBI groundouts. In fact, you look at Boyle County's scorecard, everybody but 3 players drove in runs. It was a team effort. Klotch didn't drive in any, but he was the leadoff hitter and scored 2 runs. And then the 8 and 9 hitters didn't drive in runs either, but he had RBIs from Bodner, Milburn, Perry, Rowe, Kinney, and Patterson in tonight's game to lead Boyle County to a 9-6 win. For Danville, they had RBIs from Dyron Moody, Dylan Kruger, Nathan Doyle as well in tonight's 9-6 loss. The 55th game all time since 1999 goes Boyle County's way, which means the series is Danville 28, Boyle County 27, and the Rebels are trying to even that up tomorrow night in game number 2. Played at Boyle County High School, a game we'll have live tomorrow night on Z105. And a long one, 3 hours and 7 minutes, the final time of the game. That does include the 25-minute light delay that we had in the top of the 5th, so you include that. The actual game time, 2 hours and 35 minutes, 2 hours and 41 minutes, but final game time, including the light delay, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Our thanks to Jason Wilder on studio controls, Radio Rick, our color commentator. Our thanks to you for listening to the old-fashioned way on Z105, WRNZ FM, the new-fashioned way, hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky WiMAX. Final score, game 1 goes Boyle County's way. It's Rebels 9, Admiral 6. We'll see you tomorrow night at Boyle County High School on Z105.
High school sports on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Whitaker Bank, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, Essity, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at Hometown Live.